Welcome to the Fantasy Football Garage. I'm Chris, the Candyman, and you already know what time it is. Tonight, we're talking everything Week 10 on the schedule. It's Friday. We had a football game. It was exciting. Didn't get a lot of points out of Brock Bowers. Didn't get a lot of points out of anyone in that Las Vegas at Denver game. Ended up being Denver 10-7 over the Raiders. But we're looking forward to a bunch of games on this Sunday. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of players out. Some players, rest of season outlook, we're not sure about. Jaden Daniels, apparently his elbow could be worse, but it's not so bad. Do we see him back in action before the end of the year? Kind of a funny thing about the Commanders, they named Chris Rodriguez as one of the team captains, one of the game captains going into this home game against the Detroit Lions in the late window on Sunday. Just something to keep in mind. He's got a number of touches over the last 2 weeks, and maybe they start to use him some more. The Sunday night football game is the Los Angeles Chargers hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it's kind of a fun game for just a good fantasy environment. There's a lot of good fantasy environments, a lot of good matchups. I mentioned the Commanders hosting the Lions. Without Jaden Daniels and with Terry McLaurin out, it's not as interesting. But from the Detroit side, there's a lot of good options there. That Sunday night game, the Chargers hosting the Steelers, I think there's a lot of good fantasy action there, a lot of good relevant players to get in your starting lineups. The early game, there's a game in Berlin, Germany, Sunday morning. Don't forget it. It's the Indianapolis Colts technically hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Another fun game. I mean, I got Jonathan Taylor in the thumbnail, so I think it's a decent matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. We'll look more into it tonight on the show. We're going to talk everything Week 10, the matchups, the sit starts, the rest of season outlooks, injury news. We're going to look at individual, team adjusted points allowed by positional groups, as we always do, and we'll start to break down some recent trends and usage and see what makes sense going forward. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching this in the future, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you slap a like on the stream. Come get in here in the chat. Say what up. Let me know your Week 10 fantasy football questions. We'll get them answered. If you're in the chat and someone asks a question, jump in here. Let us know your opinion. Help get consensus. Let's make some good decisions in Week 10. Let's get the W's. And then, yeah, that's what it's all about. It's having fun. We're getting deeper into the NFL regular season. The Monday night game, I haven't even touched on that one yet, but that's probably one of the most exciting games. I think the Green Bay Packers hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, two teams that are at least trying to dominate the NFC, race to the playoffs going forward. So without further ado, let's kick it to the intro. Let's say what up to everyone in the chat. Let's get right into these Week 10 matchups and your questions. We're doing live Q&A with the chat, getting all of your questions answered to help you win your matchups in fantasy football. Let's hit the intro. But overall, it's like the guy can ball. Like, actions speak louder than words. How we doing? What's up, everybody? We got Galaxy Pickers in here. Ayo, what's up, brother? How we doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. My man, Fantasy Dog. Appreciate you, sir. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes, as always. The kind words. My man. Hope you're having a great Friday, Fantasy Dog. Same thing with you, Galaxy. Hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you guys had great weeks. We'll jump right into the questions. Billy Jones, my man. How we doing? How we doing? Good to see you. Crazy. I know, right? If you guys don't already know, I mean, we might as well get into it. We might as well talk about it a little bit. There's been crazy stuff going on in the fantasy space on X, aka formerly known as Twitter. The shenanigans going on this week. Who is Fantasy Receipts? I'm not going to spoil it for you, and I don't even know if I know the answer, but I think we know the answer. I think it's been triangulated by a few different sources. I was looking into that yesterday, actually. It was yesterday I saw that pop up, and I'd seen some stuff during the week, and I've seen some stuff, this season already. But yeah, Billy Jones, we're gonna have to get into this, and let me know your thoughts and what you believe, what you think's going on. But I think, yeah, yesterday I kind of went deep into it for a few minutes, and I just kind of laugh at it. I think it's funny. It's crazy, but potentially we have an unmasking of Fantasy Receipts, who, for better or worse, has been a part of the fantasy community for a while in kind of a disguised way. No one knows the true identity. I think, I don't know. And everyone there's different people in the fantasy space who get into beefs with each other, but it seems like a lot of people had issues with the Fantasy Receipts account being just kind of a little bit too mean spirited, but at the same time, I don't know. So it's pretty funny, but yeah, it's there's a lot to unpack there. We'll definitely get into it. What's up, Dustin? How we doing, brother? Who Hames? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you guys have had a great week, having a great Friday. Looking forward to some fun this weekend. Whether you got college football coming up, if you're just looking forward to the NFL games, there's NBA basketball, there's college basketball. It's a lot going on. A lot going on. Let's jump right into the questions. But yeah, Billy, in a few words, my ears are perked up. I think, it's kind of funny what's going on with the whole Fantasy Receipt stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of the Fantasy Receipts account. I think it's fine. I think at a time, a few years ago, I might have thought it was funny, and now I just think it's okay. But it's part of the space for sure. It's part of the meta. It's what's going on. Crazy. I wonder, should I show comments on the stage? Let's just do a little test. Boom. Hey, we got Nick Bach in here. We test out the new comments on the stage, and immediately I notice, and maybe this will help me like keep up with stuff too, because then I'll see it pop up here. But Nick Bach, what's up, brother? I'm smoking you in our leagues. Yeah, you wish, Nick. Go check the rivals. I'm not. Nah. How we doing, Nick? Good to see you, brother. Hope you've had a good week, my friend. It all comes down to week 17. We don't know anything until we get there, is all that matters. Yeah. That first dog bowl is not canceled, says Who Hames. Incredible. Matt, how we doing, Matt, friend? Hey, appreciate you, Nick Bach. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I guess I'll just keep the chat on the screen like this. I think that works. It'll help me see the newest things, the latest things, but then I'll also kind of pop things up. Boom. Medium, I think, is the way to go. Tall. Whoa. Look how customizable this stuff is getting. This is wild. I'm loving it, though. StreamYard's been having a lot of updates lately, so for my end, it's getting better. Galaxy Picker says he just traded Addison, Bill, and Hunter Henry for Diggs. So I think Diggs is in a similar tier to Addison. I think I like Addison a little bit better, but you could argue in favor of Drake May being a better quarterback. So and being the true alpha on his team, the injuries that are happening. So I think Addison and Diggs in a very similar tier, and maybe there is actually an upside case for Diggs. You get Marks. I like Marks over Bill in the current state of things. And you get Mason Taylor. I think Mason Taylor, Hunter Henry, streamable tight ends, perfectly fine. Got rid of Bill before it's too late. What do you think? Galaxy, I think this is totally a fair trade. It seems like, like I said, Diggs, Addison, pick your poison. I like them both. JCM to Marks is probably a slight upgrade with the way that things are going and how the Commanders are kind of crumbling right now. Hunter Henry and Mason Taylor, I like them both. So get your guys, get some Woody Marks. Maybe we start to see Woody Marks rolled out even more as the feature back if the usage on Chubb goes down. I do know Chubb is healthy and playing this week, not on the injury report. So something to look forward to. Thanks again to Fantasy Dog. Always good to see my man. Thanks for the likes. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Billy just wants to hear my thoughts on the fantasy receipts shenanigans. There's so many people involved. Kev on Twitter, on X, had posted his like 20-minute long video of him uncovering who fantasy receipts is. Go check that one out. I don't think I like retweeted it or anything, but I definitely watched that video. I don't know. What's everyone else saying, Billy? What do you think everyone else is saying right now? I know there's a few people who are kind of close to it. I did see Chuck Base, his response that he's not fantasy receipts, but that he is. It was pretty funny, actually. I mean, he's a funny dude. He posted that no, that's not one of his alternate accounts, and then he showed a list of like his alternate accounts, and it was like MLF football or whatever, and Dove Kleeman, and actually pretty funny. So gotta stay on your toes. Yo, BBG in the house. Nick Bach in the house. We got Who Hames in the house. Fantasy Dog. BBG, yo, what's up? Let's run some drafts. Brother, what are you trying to get into? I see you. What are you trying to draft? Let's go live for old time's sakes. Ha, ha, ha. BBG, you want to hop in here? Yeah. Who Hames. We're burning the midnight oil for Who Hames. Okay, BBG, hold that thought. Let's see. Plus. Copy. Okay, BBG, check the DMs if you want to jump on. If you feel like drafting some teams, getting wild on a Friday night. I just DM'd the best ball guy the StreamYard link. Let's see what he says. I'm down. I'm doing engage 8s. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to give us some knowledge then. But yeah, we'll rip some drafts. Why not? For sure. All right. As BBG jumps in here, let me catch up with the chat. We got some questions. We had a question from Dustin. Said, what up, man? I have Fannin. Would you play Njoku if he can't go, or would you go Loveland or Komet? Oh, BBG has entered the studio. He's looking ready as ever. And then we'll start off. We'll ask BBG what he thinks about this. I think I would probably go Loveland and just kind of avoid the Browns a little bit. The matchup against New York Giants seems pretty decent. All right, let's fix the layout, drop the logo, and he's ready. I can tell he's ready. Let's bring on the best ball guy. Yo, what's up, Eric?
Is this thing on? Are we live?
Bro, here we go. We made it. We're live.
Yes, sir. Chris, how we doing?
Dude, excellent. How we doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm in a draft right now, and that's why Who Hames was saying I see you, because we're back to back in this little 6-team draft right now.
Typical Who Hames.
I know,
late night draft and needs to go to bed. Got work tomorrow, but he's out there getting those drafts in. I mean, these teams aren't going to draft themselves, right?
No, and I haven't put too much time into the weekly stuff this year. I've been doing like pick'ems a little bit on the side, but I don't know, I kind of decided, I was like, you know what? Friday night, I don't really have any plans. I was like, let's just go in on this week. I did some extra research. I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, there's a lot of little things to like piece together with obviously each week. So just trying to dial in this week as much as possible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But I was listening to you, Hartman, and Who Hames, I believe, after we got off Toxic Tower on Wednesday, and you guys were breaking it down really well and moving the guys around the rankings and stuff. So I enjoyed that. I actually learned a little bit from that.
My God. Yeah, I always usually I'm multitasking when it's Toxic Tower hour. So I usually just I'll say what up a few times, but like I'm kind of just AirPodded in listening as I'm like,
that's fair,
doing the dad work, all the responsibilities and stuff. But
exactly.
I always listen in.
I'm a best ball guy, I really should change my name to I'm a a season-long best ball guy. That's what I am.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at these weekly things, but I'm
No,
trying.
this is honestly my first season even doing them. I dabbled in previous years, but like never consistently did it. And even this year, like I'm keeping the bankroll pretty low. Like
Yeah,
I think the most I've done in a given week is like 200, and I only did that like 2 or 3 times.
that's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I don't. From a guy who did 1,000 drafts this offseason, that sounds crazy to get 200 done in a week.
No, not $200.
Oh. I was like, Chris, dude, that's
No,
maxing
bro,
one in.
200 is insane. People,
Okay.
Huham is doing some
Dude,
Huham's doing
well,
some volume, but
you see the people on Twitter, right? Like the screenshots. It's like, I just want to shout out ETR. I want to shout out Pete Overzet. And it's like they're like screenshotting like a DraftKings thing, and it's like they max entered like 150 max entry contests, like 3 different contests. I'm like, Jesus, guys, like.
you know what that is though? They wait for the ETR projections and or ranks or whatever site they use, but it's usually ETR, and then they just kind of like auto draft that volume, I think.
Right. Or they're not, well, on DraftKings, you're not even really drafting, right? You make a lineup and then you can submit it so many times very easily.
Run the
Like
sims and
Underdog
stuff.
takes a lot of time to do a bunch,
Exactly.
to
No,
do
the
all
actual
150.
100% participating in the drafts, like, yeah, no, I think the highest number of drafts I've actually done any given 1 week was like 30.
Yeah. I get up to like maybe 10 to 20 Wildcats a week, and it's always while I'm doing
Okay.
my cardio, like I'm on the
Nice.
spin bike or I'm just walking on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple close calls, but nothing crazy. I had one good week where we won like $150, but that wasn't great.
2 things before I forget. First off,
Yes.
brother, you look insanely good. I don't know what it is tonight. It's something about the vibe you got going on. It just resonates with me. It's just you're looking very good tonight.
I appreciate you. Yeah. You're looking great too. I had to throw the shades on right before you pulled me on here. Making my last pick right now. Do we think Justin Fields is playing? I'm looking for a low-owned quarterback here.
I would not go Fields.
I feel you.
But I think he is playing.
We're going to go Caleb with Rome here and just hope that it's not too windy.
Yeah, run it back. Caleb and Rome was so close to being what you needed last week, but it was the opposite. It was the Caleb without Rome.
I know. Well, that's why I'm thinking maybe not that many people are doing it. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, part 2 to that was, and yeah, I was joking. I mean, you do look good, but it's the glasses and the hat.
No, I feel you.
Before I forget, the second part, how's the knee doing, brother? You said you're doing some more cardio now. You're feeling pretty good?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's definitely better than it was. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I do think the sitting in a chair streaming 3 hours a day was actually really detrimental for the knee, like keeping it bent that long and sitting. That was probably a mistake.
When you're sitting, you have the blood flow's cut off a little bit when you're sitting on the legs.
The whole thing is you're always trying to get your leg to extend fully. It's not that hard to bend it. It's hard to extend it. So
yeah,
sitting here with it in a bent position, not moving, just means it's like that much stiffer every time. Granted, am I complaining? Absolutely not. I had a great offseason with you guys. We drafted some really good teams. I got to put a lot of time and focus into best ball this year. I think I have some really promising teams coming up into the finals here as we advance teams, not finals, but you know what I mean, playoffs. And and we made a little money off YouTube or whatever, but but it's doing a lot better. And I will say the PRP shot, I mean, that I don't really know how it works. I don't even think the doctors really know how it works. If you guys don't know what that is, it's the
platelet rich,
baby, the platelet rich plasma. They take your own blood out, they pull out the good stuff from your blood, and they re-inject it into the spot of pain. And it made it like almost 50% better, almost like exactly 3 weeks after. I told the story on stream, but I had a moment where I had to cross a crosswalk at a yellow light. So I started jogging because I was like, oh crap, like, cars are about to start coming. And I realized I was jogging and my right leg wasn't hurting as it hit the ground. And then I just started jogging down the whole road. And it was like really empowering. Like I started to realize like, okay, we're actually getting better. And then to nerd out, if you guys will lift weights at all, like a leg extension machine, you know, it like has a pad on your shin and you try to extend your leg and lift the weight in the air. It's a very simple exercise. I couldn't do that without excruciating pain until after the shot. And that's a big movement, right? Like that
Sure.
is such a simple movement that you would take for granted, but I couldn't even do it. My knee would blow up if I did it. And it doesn't hurt to do it now. I can do it with 30 pounds, nothing crazy, but I can do
Hell
it
yeah.
30 pounds on my bad leg, fully extend my leg, and feels really good. So that's the big update. It feels good. I've been
Good.
surfing. I have to limit it. It gets really sore after surfing, but not in the same way it felt before. I can tell you it feels different. It feels like it's sore because it hasn't done that in a while, not like my knee is effed kind of a situation.
Glad to
Yeah.
hear that. They
Yeah, I
say
appreciate you asking.
I
Yeah, that's
I haven't had any huge, injuries, but in relatively, but they say it's like you described, one of those moments where like you're doing a lot better is when the first time you don't think about it, or like you were saying, you're
exactly.
crossing the street
Yes.
and you
Yes.
didn't feel the pain and you realize you didn't feel it. It's like there's that realization kind of moment. That's like a
You
milestone.
hit the nail on the head, my guy. That happened to me um yesterday.
Mhm.
So yesterday I was gonna go ride. I've been kind of riding when you surf. I don't know, maybe you guys don't surf or whatever. But anyways, when you ride a bigger board, it's really stable, right? You don't have to there's not too much weirdness with your feet kind of moving around underneath the water. Things you don't even think about when you're surfing when your knees are healthy. But um as I transition back to a smaller board that turns harder and it's a lot squirrelier, my knee really feels all of it. But I stood up on my first wave yesterday and my knee felt so good for some reason. It never feels this good. I was jogging
Mm.
down the beach. I was like, oh crap, like my knee feels good. I don't feel like I have to warm up or do anything. I went right out, stood up on my first wave, and I just pushed hard on my back leg, which is my bad leg. And it felt normal for like the first time ever again. It like
Oh
almost
yeah.
brought a tear to my eye. Granted, after 2 hours of doing that, it was really sore after, and now it kind of hurts today. But exactly what you're saying, I stood up on that first wave because I'm always so skeptical of planting on it because you gotta push on it
Mm,
a little bit. And
right.
it's probably just like Christian Watson or Stephon Diggs. That first time they went to push off their bad leg and
No
cut
doubt.
into the route, right? Like that's a scary moment that I'm not going to try. I'm not going to run a route, but not like a hard cut route or anything. But you know what I mean? It's
The
that
mental aspect.
exact. It's all mental, dude. It's
Mhm.
all mental. If you have confidence in it, I guarantee it's going to be all right. So,
Hell yeah.
anyways,
Glad to
I'm
hear
really
that.
I'm really happy. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's awesome news.
absolutely.
You got any? Well, first, I want to say thank you to Fantasy Dog. He says he's wishing some surfing health for BBG. Shout out to the Fantasy Dog,
He's
always
always
supporting the
been the man,
channel.
dude. He's
Dude,
always
such
been
a
the man.
dude, such a dude. Always
Yes,
since
love you,
day
fantasy
one.
dog.
What a G. But yeah, so you said you just surfed yesterday. Got any other big plans for the weekend or surfing plans for the weekend? You're kind of chilling.
No, I'm like I said, it's gotten really sore from the 2 days in a row. I surfed this morning as well, kind of pushed it. If you want another sob story, just my first time again. This is something I used to do all the time before I hurt my knee. You guys might not even have known it when you were watching me stream last year, but I love to wake up at 4:30, be at the parking lot by 5. I have my wetsuit on. I'm walking out to the beach in the dark, and I'm the first one in the water when that first light shows up. All the waves to myself. It's cold, but it's just beautiful, man. And then you watch the sun come up, and it's
Mm,
just, yeah, man. That's just me. Like that
ball is
is
life.
really like that's what makes me feel really, really good. I also, of course, love the gym. I found a lot of my confidence in myself from going to the gym and working out and stuff, and that's now my career is training people. But yeah, man, that those moments surfing with my friends, there's no phones around, there's no internet. It's just you and nature and having fun. And that was the first time this morning I got to like experience, like remember that again. Like I missed a whole summer
Nice.
of that. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sat here with a bum knee, living by myself in this apartment. I'm super thankful for, of course, but I just finally feel like myself again. It feels so good.
Hell yeah.
That's really. I'm just excited. And then, dude, I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to come meet Emo Cowboy. I will be in Houston, Texas, December 12th. We're watching the Cardinals Texans game, week 15. If you advance any Cardinals Texans teams, we'll be watching them live.
Oh, bro, I didn't even put it together yet. That's the
first week, dude. Yeah.
Oh, we're already talking about our advancing teams like crazy.
Exactly.
So I think I've mentioned it on here before, but if you guys didn't already know or haven't heard, yeah, BBG's coming to town. He's gonna come over to H-Town. We're gonna hold it down. We're gonna show him how to, sit sideways a little bit, kind of swerve in the lanes, slab ride until we die, and all that stuff. We'll be sipping syrup, just H-Town style, just all the good stuff. But Emo and BBG and I, we're gonna go to that Texans Cardinals game. I'm excited. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Is Brissett still gonna be playing?
I think so.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
It could still be fun though. But yeah, I need to touch base with Emo and see kind of like what he has in mind and stuff. Because like what I envision, like when I used to go to a bunch of Texans games. One of my best friends always had season tickets, and so in high school, like it would be like, oh, who is he inviting this week? Because he had at least 6 season tickets, and it's just
wow.
Oh, his brother's not going this week. He's taking 2 friends instead of just one. So he's like, or is someone's not going and he's taking an extra person, or maybe it's his birthday weekend and he's taking like all of his buddies and his mom is like not going or something. But his family was so into it, and they had a parking pass and they would tailgate hard. And so like if it's a noon game, we'd be setting up their tailgate at like 9:30 a.m. like 9 a.m.
Sure. No, I want the full experience. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not. Regardless what Emo's doing, I'll Uber myself over to where we're going, or I'll get a rental car or whatever. But
what we would do is we would go do like a breakfast brunch Tex-Mex style, like nearby. There's a few different options, but they're all just like full of crazy Texans fans wearing all their gear at like
perfect
8 a.m. and they're drinking margaritas and like it's on. And then they go. Then the tailgate starts, and you can just walk through the tailgate lots too. Like there's 2 really good tailgate lots. There's one major lot, but like we can just walk through, and it'll be a whole thing. So I was looking forward to,
I'm super excited. For that too. I just love football games, man. I've only been to one in my life. I went to the Jets-Niners opening game last year, Monday Night Football. Had a blast. Jets lost. It's okay. But still, just that atmosphere, man. There's nothing like football. I've been to plenty of baseball games. They're so easy to go to, but they're a dime a dozen unless it's postseason. Football games, every game matters. So,
for sure,
I'm very excited. So hopefully they got something to play for, and it's a good game.
I think the Texans they'll be
in the mix.
Not out of it by then.
Yeah, I think so.
But still, we'll have our week 15 advancing teams to talk about. It'll be a football game environment. It'll be so much fun.
In general, to make it back into best ball here, do you have many Nico Collins advancing teams? I click through my advancing teams.
I have to look
a little bit. I don't think I have many. Let me go on BBMdb. I'll look for myself.
BBMdb was down for me all day.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's still
looks like it's up now.
Just my weird phone. It was just my phone being weird about it.
I'm gonna see how many Nico Collins, because I drafted so much Nico this year. Obviously,
I drafted a lot less than I did last year.
I have out of 101 Nico Collins teams, I am advancing 5 of them. That's crazy.
Oh, across all tournaments, yeah.
0 and 24 BBM Nico Collins teams. I'm advancing 0.
Let's see.
That is.
I'm doing crazy. 0 out of 18 right now, so that sucks.
Oh my god! Come on, Nico.
I know.
What is my highest scoring BBM with Nico? It is 1,023. It's Josh Allen and CJ Stroud. It's got A-Chain and Hampton, Charbonnet, Ray Day. It's got Dowdle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Nico, Addison, Myers, Mooney, Egbuka, Trey Harrison, Slayton, Pitts, Schultz, and Theo Johnson. It's got no dead players, so hopefully we can get a Nico team through. I need to have at least a couple Nico's teams like into the final. I put such a big stand on them.
And it didn't work last year, and now it worked last year until the injury.
Yeah.
Right. That's so funny. I actually haven't brought up BBMdb on stream yet, but I always like think about doing it and just never really get to it. I hadn't, because I try not to look at BBMdb like too much. Like for the first few weeks, I'm looking at it a ton. I probably look at it like every other week right now. The last time I looked, I had a team in the top 300 in the regular season lead.
Oh, nice.
But that
In
team is
BBM?
now about in the top 1600. So that just shows you how fast it can kind of move back and forth.
Yeah.
But,
and look at
you
drafted that team right before it closed, 9-3.
Yeah, and it's a sick team too. It's got Jackson, May, and Jones.
Wow, Judkins so late.
Judkins late.
And honestly, I think it's pretty fun to advancing Luther Burden right now. I think he has shown how good he is. It's not been worth the 10th round pick, but man,
Demario Douglas.
I really think he's going to come to life. I think he's going to come to life.
So I haven't really like dug into the team super deep since the summer. I just kind of let them ride, and I'll see whatever advances.
Totally,
it is fun to sweat the teams like in the season, but we're still so far until like week.
Exactly,
15.
It's more fun to sweat the week by week. Honestly, the more I'm really realizing it, you need to have the bankroll to do it, which I never do. I always blow all my cash into full season. Next year, I have way more of a plan of this where I'm going to do just BBM, big, higher stakes drafts, and just leave it alone. Like, I don't need to do 150 big boards. I really don't. The big board is so crazy. Like,
why am I crazy? How do I see all tournaments?
You got to go to portfolio, top left, top right.
Yeah.
And then just put in your username. Not there. The top line.
Yeah, of course. Rookie move. Usually I'm doing this on my phone, so doing it on the computer, it's just even funnier. And then pretty decent, I guess. For BBM, the most
great, man. Yeah.
The most I was advancing at one point on BBM was 31, and I think I'm around like 25 to 28 any given week right now. And then some of these I'm doing pretty good in. I never do really good. I never do that good in the big board or little board. I know that for a fact. But then
that's all good, man. It's
some other random ones.
These contests they're just weird, right? Like if you only had 20% advance rate, but you drafted the same players every draft, then that would suck.
Right.
But if you were able to,
it's all about the one magical team that gets through. Because
I
remember even last year, it's like how many teams did I have in any given final? I think I had in 2024, I think I had 3 finals teams across all tournaments, and none of them in Best Ball Mania, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting there.
Exactly. But, it's all about getting there, and I diversify so much. I'm just a big believer. I don't really take too many stands, so it's just like
same.
Mine's a little lower, but I look at some of the teams I have, and but it's like I'm advancing like a Justin Jefferson, Brock Bowers team in BBM, and I'm like, that's pretty interesting because I bet that's super low owned in BBM right now. Like there's like these little things where it's like this one team could be really special if everything goes right. Because every team that has Jonathan Taylor or Jacobs or something just is doing really well right now. And if you're just advancing off of that, off like other players that went around that range, it just feels special. Feels a little special. Feels like you do something. So
we got a long way to go to get to the top. But yeah, I'm enjoying the season a ton. Drafting the teams was so much fun. Just keeping track of them kind of casually has been fun. The week-to-week stuff, the dailies on Underdog.
A good amount of teams. I know I have teams with you that are winning, that are advancing right now.
Hell yeah.
Somewhere.
Love to hear that. I guess they took down the rivals thing, or here it is. Have you looked at your rivals yet?
No. How do I look at that?
So they added it this week. You type in your name and it shows you who drafted the most. Look at this motherfucker right here, Nick Bach 23. He's in 20 of my drafts.
Oh yeah, last year Lumsky was in like 100 of my drafts, dude. It was crazy.
Well, look, I'm sticking it to the man because wait, I want to do
that guy had a strong Cam Ward.
That's just Best Ball Mania. Oh, what? Something changed. Okay, well, it's when I posted it last night. I don't know, but I've got Lou Thompson.
Wow, and I'm not even up there.
AKA Lumsky did 11 drafts in Best Ball Mania with me. I'm advancing 2. He's advancing 1.
Wait, go to mine. Go to mine. I'm so curious.
Just like that, right?
Okay,
or is it 2 L's?
Okay, yep.
This is just Best Ball Mania. So you got Lead 8s. NP43.
Neil wasn't in my drafts though.
This says he was in 10 of your Best Ball Manias.
Okay, so you know what that was? So Neil, we were golfing on his birthday, and he sent me a text saying that California was shutting down Underdog.
And y'all hammered him.
We hammered a bunch of slows.
I remember that.
And we got in the same drafts. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't want people to think we're colluding or something crazy.
No.
I was like,
so I'll do select all, and you can. This is so I didn't do this for myself yet, but
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if anyone's from my chat is up here.
Oh yeah,
so Hartman. Hartman was 72.
Dude, Hartman, that selfie dog.
Yeah, Coolers.
Of course, Coolers. Yep, the typical.
Okay, I'm beating Coolers at least. I got 11-8 on Coolers. Suck it, Coolers.
Oh,
Suck
dude, Hartman's wrecking you. 12-6. But out of 72,
Hartman
that's a
knows
lot.
ball. Hartman knows ball.
Well, he's having a tough season too with his stands on certain. Like he faded JSN, which I did as well. How did you?
He faded Rico too, because I know you had a lot of Trevor, right, Hartman? Am I getting that right? Because I know you had a ton of Trevor ETN.
I don't know that he faded Rico, but is Hartman in here right now? There he is.
He is.
Speak of the devil. We spoke the name right, and he had to.
It's not like I memorized
on screen. He had to pop in.
I'm just trying to remember some of the things. I know me and Hartman both took a lot of Fields and Drake May. Drake May's looking great.
Yeah,
Fields when he does hits big, which is cool.
Let's see. That's so funny. I feel like a lot of times I'm going to try to search for myself on your. Yeah, I only did about 10 drafts with you against you, and neither of us are advancing any of those. Look, there's fancy dog pound.
We have how's our BBM doing? Let me check it. Let me check our life-changing money draft.
Well, we did that in freaking May, or was it April?
I know. But dude, you were on to something with the well, Henry hasn't done much.
I know. Have you seen Henry's rest of season schedule?
Oh, dude, we're in 5th place, and we're only down to second by 40 points. We have Kyler, which sucks, but we have Drake May, Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Genty, Henry, Pollard, Charbonnet, Jarquez Hunter.
JSN, right?
Yes, we have JSN, Metcalf, but we took Ridley, Golden, Mooney, Jalen Noel, Michael Wilson, Kayshon Boutte. I think that was me. I think I did that.
Well, I was in on Boutte because I have him in this Dynasty Best Ball. We probably both were in on him because,
I'm not gonna lie, it gets really sad when you get to tight ends, though.
Yeah,
because it's Tucker fucking Kraft.
Oh, damn. Are you serious?
Oh, my God. He's like a 15% drafted player for me, which is super high in my portfolio. Second most drafted tight end is out for the year. Is so brutal after being a league winner.
That's tough. Yeah.
So you never know. I mean, a lot of people are dealing with these same things. A lot of the advancing teams are also dealing with players that have just went down. So people are asking some start sit questions. I do.
Yeah. We
can go back up to the
stuff.
First
it's fun.
One.
Well, I'm gonna scroll back up and then we'll catch up with everyone. I just started putting the chat onto the screen, which is nice because it helps me like catch up. But I'll say what up to some people. We'll do some quick rapid fire question answer. The first one's for Dustin. If you're still here, Dustin, thanks again, my man. Good to see you. This is what's up. He's got Fannin. Would you play Njoku if Fannin can't go, or would you rather go Loveland or Komet? Thanks. BBG in one word.
Holy crap is not one word, but man, okay. So there's a lot to think about. The main thing is the weather in Chicago.
Bro, it's Loveland. It's easily Loveland, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it that hard?
Njoku with no, well, Tillman's back. I mean, but dude, Njoku by himself?
How many passing touchdowns are the Browns going to throw?
Well, dude, I'm really concerned that the Bears,
the game's over under 37 and a half over under
offense. They want to run the ball. Like they would ideally love to run the ball with Swift and Monungai the entire game and beat the Giants. The Giants have a terrible run D.
I'd rather have a piece of a Chicago offense in a 47 and a half over under game where Chicago's at home.
Let's go Loveland. Let's go the
Loveland,
10th
right?
overall pick.
Yeah. No, but you're onto something. I mean, I'm not full fading Cleveland, but if it comes down to matchup, it's like I don't really want a piece of this Jets Cleveland game.
I just think you need a touchdown from Loveland, and if not, you're going to be bummed. So here's the thing: you want a floor play, I'd go Njoku. You want a ceiling play, I'd go Loveland. Look at your opponent. Look if you're going to project to win or lose. That's what I would do.
Let's see. Now we could look into some advanced data on that, but let's just leave it at that. I think that's a great way to go with it. I think that
Because
makes a lot of sense.
Njoku with if Fannin doesn't play is probably a minimum 7 targets. With Komet out there, Loveland, you're probably getting 4 to 5 targets, and you're hoping
Could
that
be.
it's just a really efficient game, scores a touchdown, which he could definitely do. He's very good. He's very good. So
Could definitely be.
yeah.
Matt says, I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, so BBG, you saw Billy Jones was asking about the
Yes, I saw this.
So
I'm not quite caught up. I watched like 5 minutes of the video, but I
it's too
didn't
long, but I
know
actually
that
watched it.
you watched it. You watched
Well,
it.
here's the thing. I was doing something, so I watched it on mute and I was fast forwarding through it, just trying to like get to the answer.
Me too. Yeah.
And so I didn't hear Kev talk about it, but I saw what he was trying to show and it made sense. And then I don't want to spoiler on this, but the great unveil is like honestly, it's a guy who I wasn't familiar with, who is supposedly fantasy receipts. It's not who people thought it was, but apparently it's a group of people, but it's really one guy.
It's someone that was at that conference in 2022 that he was at. They said they met him.
Well,
on the West Coast.
It's the guy with the hoodie.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Then yeah, you got to keep watching the video.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but
yeah,
Billy,
I don't care who fantasy receipts is. What does it matter?
Well, there's two things, and I always had a suspicion as like one, it's definitely someone obviously already in the fantasy community, and it's their burner, obviously. Two, it's someone who's kind of like a little bit too online and doesn't have enough other stuff to keep them busy. Because like I could never have that account. I can barely just keep my own.
Yeah, they respond quick to everything and stuff like that.
I don't have enough time to be in the weeds like that.
Well, dude, you'd be surprised. I mean, I work with a guy named Emo Cowboy who can literally text back. He's probably watching this right now. He watches he doesn't miss a minute of anything, watches it all, sees Twitter throughout the entire day, doesn't miss a single Schefter, Tom Pelissero, nothing. I mean, he misses nothing from the beat writers, nothing. And I'm like, bro, get a job. Like, I remember it was like the day of the trades, and I was like, oh, it was like 2 hours after. I was like, the Jets traded, blah, blah, blah. And Emo's like, this is hilarious watching BBG catch up. I'm like, don't you work for like a space station? Like, sorry, I have to be away from my phone to actually do my job, you know? Anyways, I'm giving Emo a hard time. I love the kid, but
at the same time, some of my busiest work days where I'm not having to talk to anyone, but I'm just like getting work done at my desk is like my most locked in podcast or listening like and lurking to people's streams. If it's, whoever, Pete or Davis, whoever's live and listening in. So it's the days where I have like a bunch of meetings or a bunch of in-person stuff or I'm traveling or like I'm interacting with people face to face that I kind of like.
What do you do? Have you told your fans what you do for a living? Because I'm not.
I think I've mentioned it before. I'm a like a healthcare strategist. So I am like I'm like the easiest way to No. Like I do
You're contracted by like you're employed by a hospital or something.
No, I'm a management consultant.
Okay.
So what I do is like I give advice to hospitals and health systems on like business plans, strategy. So I just do a bunch of like numbers and data and stuff, and then we like build new hospitals and stuff like that.
Okay, got it. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah. That's a great job.
No, it's cool. I like it because I get to go to different places and like I'll be going to Kansas City in like 10 days, and then we go out there, we meet with their leadership team, and they have big plans, and it's cool because like. A lot of the places I visit, it's not always a big city. Sometimes it's like, it could be anywhere. And the hospital is usually like the biggest employer in that town. And so it's like a very like integral piece of that community. So then like I get to know the community because we're talking about like improving healthcare in that community.
Like what the community needs the most.
Yeah, what they need. Do they need new heart doctors? Do they need more physical therapy?
I love this. See, Chris a good guy, you guys. Come on. Subscribe to the Candyman, bro. Jesus. But yeah, I'm out here working at a retirement home doing physical therapy, and this guy's trying to manage hospitals based on community needs. Like, come on.
That's a good way to put it, but also we need more providers. We need more providers.
You should hire me. I could sell anything.
God, you can. Yeah. I'm not like a sales guy. I'm like a data guy who like I work at the desk, and then we go and we meet.
Well,
with the
data is
people.
really important. Data is
Yeah,
super
we're
important.
data driven, all that good stuff. But
Yeah.
nope, we need a lot of providers. Your provider, your healthcare provider, so you're definitely needed and an integral part and very valued.
Absolutely.
And we
Absolutely.
appreciate what you do for people, BBG.
Oh, I'm happy to. I feel well compensated. I got really lucky to find this job, and it's a
And you
very
like
mutual
people. You're a
thing.
people person.
Yeah, it's very mutual. It's very
Yeah,
mutual. I really enjoy it. I'm hands on with people,
yeah.
trying to change their lives as best I can, and sometimes it works.
Hell yeah.
Most of the time, it works. They tend to feel pretty good after, and because exercise is inevitable. That's my favorite thing to say to these people too. It's a very upscale retirement home, very bougie. These are very, very important people in the world that have retired at this place. And one of my favorite things to tell them is this is, the best part about exercise is it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, skinny or fat, good health or bad health. Everyone has to do it the same. It's all the same. There's no getting around it. You cannot buy your way into it. You cannot take a pill for it. You have to just do it the old fashioned way, which is just hard work. And that's the beauty of exercise. So
100%.
yes, sir.
Fantasy dog, but we've been flying through, but he asked this question a long time ago, so let's give him a good answer. Half point,
Yeah.
flex. Pick one.
Fuck.
Debo, Gadsden, or
Debo.
Metcalf.
No, not Debo. 100% not Debo. Metcalf versus the Chargers or Gadsden. Holy crap, dude. My brain immediately just told me Gadsden.
I'm
But
thinking Gadsden too. I think it's probably close between Gadsden and Metcalf. They're in the same game. It's Sunday Night Football. Chargers are at home, but Gadsden's been on fire lately. Like,
I
and I have
would
my
have
poll in
to
the
I would
chat right
have to
now.
know how the Chargers have been against wide receivers, like in the red zone and stuff like that. Like I'd need some advance. Those two are basically tied in my head. If there was
Pittsburgh.
analytics that suggested that the Chargers are bad against receivers, then I'd
So
probably go
let's get into
Metcalf.
this. So this is an easy way to look at it. I don't know if you've used this. So this is from The Athletic. It's the weekly Jake Seeley adjusted points allowed. It's like a strength of schedule thing.
Okay.
And so I like to look at this. What we'll do is we'll look at the Steelers against tight ends, and we'll look at the Chargers against wide receivers. So
that's running back, wide
the
receiver. Okay.
Chargers have and this is for their wide receivers, and so maybe you could think of Gadsden as like a mix between a tight end and a receiver.
No, I would put him as a wide receiver. Yeah, he's not blocking much. The Chargers have basically made it for us to where two of them are going to be obsolete each game, and two are going to be very relevant. That seems to be where it's at. Maybe three are very average, something like that. They could spread it out enough, but it's either going to be two are very good and two are very bad, and kind of vice versa. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was like a 25-point McConkey game, a 15-point Keenan Allen game, or if you shifted all those points over to Gadsden and Johnston, kind of a thing. I wouldn't be surprised to do all four of those players. I mean, can you guys really tell me that you feel that one of those players has separated on that team? I feel like they're all being equally used, and that it's just kind of a guessing game. Way better in best ball. If you have the Chargers in best ball, you feel great. Which you have a good amount of, right? Like,
Chargers pretty decent. I think. I at least hope. I mean, I
thought you were a big Herbert guy. Big Herbert.
Yes, I was getting a lot of Herbert, and I wish I would have backstacked him with QJ even more.
Okay.
But like now I'm starting to worry less about that. But I forget. I have a.
Did you do any Gadsden? Were you take any of that?
I have one Gadsden team in BB and Best Ball Mania.
Okay. Me too, and it's advancing. It's a good team too. So
damn, I wish I had a little bit more.
Okay, so how did the Steelers look against?
So Chargers have the best matchup for their wide receivers this week.
Right.
If you go to the Steelers against the Chargers, it's actually one of the worst matchups. So that would make me lean Gadsden more. And then on tight end, the tight end is also the best matchup. So this is we're solidifying.
I would go Gadsden. I'd go Gadsden.
Okay, perfect.
It's not going to feel good if Metcalf does have two touchdowns, but he's not getting the volume. You know what I mean? Like we thought Metcalf paid $150 million would come in here and get just a ridiculous amount of targets, and he's really not. I mean, he's been a red zone threat at times, and I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big game, but man, I don't really have much for you. I just think Gadsden is him, dude. That's all I got.
He's
Like
so
that.
him.
He's just good. Like
So
with
I
a
asked
good quarterback.
Bindles this week. I said, Bindles, like, what would you give up in Dynasty for Gadsden? And he was like, oh, easily like a late first, easily.
I feel that. And I will say the only thing, if you really want to galaxy brain this, I'll let you just make a quick comment on this. But Chargers O-line, super beat up. They're not going to have much threat of a run game against the Steelers team that just destroyed Daniel Jones. He had 3 fumbles. Luckily, they recovered all of them except one. And then he threw 3 interceptions. So they had a ton of pressure on the quarterback. Do we think that Herbert's going to actually play a good game? Is it at Steelers? No, it's at Chargers.
It's a home game.
Luckily, it's a home game, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's not at Pittsburgh. If it was at Pittsburgh, I might switch to Metcalf. But there is something to that where can Gadsden... I don't know his depth of route. I don't know the routes he's running. Is he a short route guy? I would say maybe McConkey and Keenan benefit a little bit more if Herbert has to get the ball out quick. But I don't know. I'm being nitpicky.
Really, I think that's fair. It's fair
know.
things to think about, like galaxy branding it for sure. And then FD says, half point, do I do Wilson over Metcalf or Debo? For Garrett Wilson, because Garrett Wilson's officially should be playing, right?
Yeah.
It's a tough matchup.
I think you play Wilson, man. I think you play Wilson. I think you play Wilson.
The Browns are still a pretty negative matchup for receivers, but Garrett Wilson's undeniable. Like if he's playing, you want him in your lineup.
He's just so good.
He's been so good when he's been in.
Right. And even it's like sometimes we don't throw him the ball, but when we do, he makes the most ridiculous catches. Like the guy is insane, dude. I'm going to go there, but he is Jefferson, Jamar Chase good, bro. He just needs a quarterback. He really just does.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You could feel really dumb for benching him, or you could feel like a genius. I would play Garrett Wilson every week because they don't have anyone else to throw to. Even with the AD Mitchell and Mechie signing, that means nothing. They have nothing to play for. They got rid of their defense. The defense is going to be giving up points. They're going to be down. Theoretically, they should have to throw, whether it's Field or Tyrod. You probably almost hope it's Tyrod to some degree for Wilson.
I gave a little eulogy to all of my friends in the fantasy space who are Jets fans. You were included on that list. I said, RIP to the Jets this season. When they traded,
those picks are good.
The picks are great. The picks are going to be great. But we have Chris,
it was
Jets fan always in the chat. We have BBG.
Can we just remember the first couple games really quick? That week 1 against the Steelers, man. The 34-32 loss when we were up.
So close.
And they kicked the 62-yard field goal from Boswell to win it. I mean, that would have changed the momentum of the team for the entire season. I swear to God. I just anyways, it comes down to coaching. We're just not mentally strong. The coach is weird. I'm not a fan of Aaron Glenn anymore. I know. And then obviously we lose to the Bills, but then the Bucks, we take the lead. Baker drives down the field with 43 seconds to kick a field goal. The Dolphins, watch that game live. That was a Thursday night or a Monday night game. I don't remember. It was prime time, maybe Sunday night. The most ridiculous PI call on Garrett Wilson catching a one-handed touchdown in the end zone. They said it was offensive pass interference to lose that game. And then from there, it just sucks because it's like you could have beat Pitt, lost to Buffalo, could have beat the Bucks, could have beat Miami. All of a sudden, we're 3-1 going into Dallas, who's like kind of imploding.
And the Dallas game wasn't even that bad until kind of towards the end, right?
Right. And it's just the momentum. We
barely lost to Denver.
Denver is the worst 8-2 team I've ever seen in my life.
Like what a win streak too.
And they beat the Jets by 2. They beat the Titans by 1. They beat the Raiders by 3. They are terrible. I don't know what the hell is up with the Broncos.
I mean, at least getting that win.
And honestly, and then that game pisses me off because I wish we lost. Because for fantasy purposes, I wish the Bengals won because it gives incentive for Burrow to come back to finish the season for any Jamar Chase, T. Higgins team you advance. Right? I don't need the Bengals losing. I need them winning games to stay involved in their division. And also, let's just go 0-16 so we get the 101.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm tilted.
No, for sure. It's
Smash
very
the like.
tempting.
Smash the like.
Just some more commentary on the whole fantasy receipts thing. It's interesting. This goes deep. It's, there's potentially a group of people who are in charge of that account, which we've kind of uncovered, I think. Yes.
There was one other start switch from B Growing. Gross question. Slayton or Calvin Austin? I would go. That is gross. Fuck. It's just the Chicago weather. I'm hearing wind and snow. You got to be worried about Slayton. If it is wind and snow, then probably Austin. If not, I'd go Slayton all day.
Zoom out a little bit on this one. So, yeah, I try not to go too hard about the weather, but at the same time, that does make sense. Chicago get nasty. I'm not a Slayton believer. I just haven't been in on him in a while, and
Chris,
I'm definitely
you're
a dark
gonna learn
believer.
this year, brother. Come on,
bro. Come on. What has Slayton done? I mean, we can go.
He's had 2 touchdowns called, 2 40-yard touchdowns called back on fucking penalty. I'm tilted. Trust me, as a 17% Slayton drafter, I am
gross.
tilted.
If you would have told me you had that much Slayton during the drafting season, I would have helped you out.
Let's run a draft. We're gonna take Slayton right now,
bro. I would never draft Slayton.
Not even a dog bowl last pick.
Definitely not in a dog bowl. I'm actually trying to win that.
Okay, all right, bro. Well,
Slayton, come on. What year is
He's
it?
good.
He was good 5 years ago, and then for some reason, people in fantasy have just maintained thinking he's good, but he's never been relevant since. He's just not relevant. Not relevant. Plus, I mean, Dart's cool though, but he does it with the legs. I don't know if I would go Calvin Austin though. So between Calvin Austin and Slayton, I would say let's go deeper. Let's see, can we get a better choice? Because neither one of them I want. But okay, I'll scroll through. We'll get a draft up in a sec. If you want to jump into a draft, you can screen share. We can throw it up, and then we can do my account, your account. We can flip back and forth. But I'm gonna run through the chat questions and catch up because I'm so far behind.
Okay, I'll fire up a draft for us.
Hell yeah.
I'm just running. Well, let's switch it up. I'll keep the engage 8s all to myself. Is there a single entry? Let's see here.
Trone Force was saying a minute ago, he says he needs 2 wide receivers in a flex PPR. Nico, yikes, but you have to do it, I guess. Olave seems fine, but yeah, Shuck's not doing great.
Didn't Nico have his breakout with Davis Mills though?
2023 was still Stroud. That was Stroud's rookie year. But he has a relationship with Davis Mills. Like, they have obviously played a bunch.
Yeah.
Debo, Mariota seems tough. Devonta, I do want, and Jalen Warren. So 2 wide receivers in a flex. Give me Devonta, give me Jalen Warren, and then I'm a coin flip between Nico and Olave, but I probably go Nico, but it hasn't been working out great.
This guy, I'm getting flamed on Twitter by this guy. Ned said he's going live, and I said, what? Hell yeah. And then he just commented against my comment and said, Jesus, Eric. It's like, what did I do? What
comment?
I'm just on Ned's. He said, I'm going live to do dog bowls. And I said, what? Best Friday ever. What, with an exclamation point? Best Friday ever. And this guy just went, Jesus, Eric. It's like, what? Like, why? I can't be excited about Nez going live.
He's just calling you a best ball virgin, to get excited about.
Right. Right.
But at the same time,
I am excited.
I'm excited too. Was Nez live?
I joined a single point. I think it's called. Is that what it's called? It's the $5 single entry.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, the extra point. Extra point needs one more. Extra point.
Boom.
So. Yeah, let's see what me and Chris can cook up in a single entry draft. No holds bars here. We don't have to go by ADP. Let's check just to get an idea of like the contest size. This is a 1,800 person contest, very small. So
okay.
Don't have to scroll the F down or anything crazy, but I still think it's very viable to get like high end unique combos, but not needing to like scroll down too far.
Hell yeah. Boom.
We got the 106. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a beverage.
Perfect. I'm going to keep it rolling, going through the chat. Appreciate y'all all for being here. If you don't already know, it's our special guest, Eric, the best ball guy, BBG. Make sure you're subscribed to his YouTube channel as well. I'm going to go drop that in the chat now. And then thanks for being here. Make sure you guys like the stream for me. Do me a big favor. But yeah, I mean, you guys already know him. You guys love him. But if for some reason you're new, if you found me and you haven't come across BBG's stream yet, please give the guy a sub and you will not regret it. You'll actually really enjoy it because we all do.
Yes, sir. Yeah. In the off season, I'm not doing much right now. I'm going to do one more stream next week. So during the off season, I don't do the weekly stuff live like you guys do, but I'm going to do a bag breakdown.
You're so funny. You're calling it the off season, but it's literally the on season for football. But I know what you mean because we're best ball drafters. The on season is the off. It's like flipped.
Exactly. So
yeah, BBG's
I will be reviewing my in season drafts I did for this off season. Just kidding.
Yes, yeah, Fantasy Dog.
Like
one of the first things Fantasy Dog sent me was some golf tips, and actually,
you golf?
I do. I do golf.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, Chris, me and you might have to golf while I'm in Texas.
I've seen your swing. I saw you post a video. I think you were with Neil, weren't you?
Oh yeah, on his birthday. That was his birthday when we thought California was getting shut down.
Oh wait, that was the same time y'all were hammering the draft.
Yes, and someone donated like $70 on the stream the night before, and I bet it all on Joey Chestnut eating 70 hot dogs or something crazy. Like,
oh shit!
And he missed it by half a hot dog.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god. But yeah, bro,
do you want to go Gibbs? Gibbs Dowdle? I mean,
so we have the 6 spots. We have the back-to-back. I love Gibbs. I think, bounce back. And then
I like the bounce back idea on Gibbs. And then Dowdle looks legitimately like Jamal Charles this year.
I mean, I love Dowdle as well. And it's a great
I will say, though, Devon Achane is a guaranteed like 15 to 20 points.
Yeah, Achane's nice, too. I'm between Achane and Dowdle right now. And
there's a part of me that wants to fade the Dowdle first roundness this week. You know what I mean? Coming off a groin injury. Good. He's too good.
I think for me, let's go Achane.
I agree. I'm in. I think I know the Dowdle's been really exciting, but sometimes, man, you just gotta just look at Jahmyr Gibbs and Devon Achane on a team. Like that could be exactly what you need, like Dowdle, you're relying on this thing that this guy is like. I mean, this guy, where did this guy come from? Last year, I was the Dowdle guy. And people gave me a hard time. And it turned out I was like, woohoo, like Dowdle, you suck it, you guys. Like he is the starter for Dallas. That was a lot of fun. And then this year for Carolina, I was like, yeah, it's Dowdle though. I was kind of like, now that he's not competing with Ezekiel Elliott, I'm kind of not that interested. Like I had like 8% of him because I love handcuffs late in drafts, but I did not see this guy turning in 150-yard average, rushing yards a game.
Yeah, I'm excited about Dowdle. I've been following him. As soon as he popped off for that 30-point game, I knew it was legit, and I was like, I kept going after him, and I think I had either 14 or 17% Dowdle in Best Ball Mania and across all tournaments. So I'm pretty good because the whole thing with the Cowboys, he was a 1,000-yard rusher. He had 1,300 or 1,400 total yards, and like I knew he was legit, like more than a handcuff. And so when he was going picks 160, 170,
right, he was late, right? He wasn't even in that 140. He was like the 165.
He was so free all season.
He was, I know, and like. For some reason, man, I got to remember. That's like a psychological thing that I got to remember in my head next time is like, even if they don't seem exciting compared to these other handcuffs, you got to take the guy that has a little bit of standalone value who's also a handcuff.
Yeah. I mentioned it a couple of times to the chat and stuff, but I keep a rolling iPhone note about like lessons learned in best ball. And I've done it every season I've played. So I now have like 3 years of notes that I'm compiling. Like I compile it in season every week. And then I refer to it before I draft my teams next year. And like all these reminders, I already have a huge list of nuggets going. So like, just, besides the fact that it's fun to do, just more content.
What are you feeling here?
So do we, obviously we need to think
we
about
already have one sorry.
I like Drake May.
I love Drake May this week. I was actually I made him a toxic tower, one of my favorite picks this
Yeah,
week.
I would go either Drake May or Dart because so one of these picks be a quarterback. So let's just go ahead and
Let's
take
go
Drake
May.
May.
Let's go May on the
And
single
then
entry
when we
here.
think about how do we want to stack with him because Diggs is still available, right?
Diggs is available. We can just go Diggs now. We might be able
Yeah.
to push it and get him on the way back.
I think
If
we
you want to
just
get
take
greedy, or you want to just take him.
I would rather just take him unless you think there's a tight end worth getting here. But I think there's so
Not
many good
really.
tight
I
ends.
think the tight end's super flat, to be honest.
And it's super deep.
But also, I mean, I think Kincaid is pretty. He's the number one.
Mm.
You want to go Kincaid?
I would rather go Diggs just to get
Okay.
the stack, and then
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, let's lock it up.
like
Kincaid
I like
might fall
Kincaid
to
a
us.
lot this week. I like Laporta a lot this week. I think so. Pitts is not in the slate.
No, they're like Juwan Johnson. I think with Shaheed going and having
Yeah,
rapport
Juwan
with
Johnson is
Shuck,
totally viable.
I think that's a
Even
viable
Hunter
last
Henry,
round.
like a double
Yeah.
stack with
And
May.
Joku, like we were answering that one question.
Joku could be
like
fine.
there's a lot of tight ends this week.
Theo Johnson.
Yeah. If Kittle falls all the way back, I will scoop the dip on 5th round Kittle. People are fading him this week. I think that's kind of foolish.
Easy.
So
It's
it's a divisional game for the Niners, man. It's a big game. They already beat the Rams once this season. This is a big game.
It was that Thursday night game the first time, and Tongas had a great game. So like,
yeah,
was
exactly,
out, so.
exactly. And there he goes there. So
Yeah, I expected that.
don't blame Hartman for.
Oh, Hartman's in this
all
one.
that.
Sly dog. I didn't realize it because I can barely see because it's so small on my tiny
I will
screen
not
over there.
stand for any kind of Darius Slayton negative discourse. By the way, chat. I will not stand for this. You guys are out of your mind.
Bro, Slayton is not.
How much Wandale do you have?
I'd have to look, but just I mean, not a ton, like a fair amount. The only Giants receiver I was really taking was
you didn't
Neighbors.
draft the Giants, yeah.
I was all Scattaboo and Neighbors. Rip.
Me too. Yeah, that sucks.
It worked, but it's still.
And how fun of that Raiders game would have been so fun week 17 too.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Dart though. Did you end up getting a lot of Dart late round?
Not as much. I have a ton of Daniel Jones.
Well, okay. So me and you kind of flip there. You have a lot of Jones.
I wish I had more Dart.
I got. Like
I had too much.
Dart.
I don't have a lot of Shuck, but I have more than none Shuck.
I have no Shuck. I got none Chucks.
I have a little bit of Cam Ward, which also sucks, and then I have a little bit of Anthony Richardson, which kind of sucks.
I have a little bit more than a little bit of Cam Ward. Thank you, Lumsky. I was told that Ridley to Cam Ward was the next McLaurin. Nico falls to the 5th round. I don't see how we avoid this.
I think unless we just think about like our pure, like if we want to have like a bring back, but I'm in. Let's just think, is there any kind of bring back we want? So obviously the Patriots.
You want to go Henry here first?
Let's do Henry to lock it in with the double stack. I think that's kind of fun.
Okay.
I may say Drake May superhero week, and then do we want a Tampa Bay piece? But like, who would that even be?
Tez.
Honestly, not a bad pick, but
it's a single entry. It's a small contest, but I don't mind it. You feel good about that? I think our running backs might get us there. That's what I'm worried about is like, if we get 2 30-point games, we just need to get the wide receivers like 15.
Let's just go Nico because he's like, we know he's the alpha. Like,
right, because 10, 11 targets, like, you know what I mean?
And with Davis Mills, he probably should just lock on to Nico.
And I think really we're relying on this. We're relying on the Gibbs Achane. You get 2 boom games, 2 30-point weeks from your running backs.
I mean, Tez has been good. Tez has been good.
He has. No, and he looks
good.
But
Baker's not been that good. So it's like
he's been okay, you know.
New England's kind of a tough matchup.
It is. But I like the double stack against Tampa Bay. It probably makes more sense with a bring back, but Nico Collins in the 5th round. I mean, come on. We're not talking about like a scrub here. We're talking about like don't you feel like doesn't Nico Collins with Mills almost feel like it's going to be better in a way, Chris?
It totally can be because Mills is going to be serviceable, I think. Right. And so he could just lock on to Nico, and it's a first read target thing where he's just like hammering the first read.
And don't you think I think Stroud's been in his head way too much this season, you know? I think he's been
It's tough because he's running for his life.
Yeah, but he's also like not running either. He's like standing in the pocket looking like a deer in headlights. It's like,
well, that's true.
He's just been he looks indecisive. And I think if you get Davis Mills playing like a Joe Flacco with like a Bengals O-line and he's getting the ball out quick to the number one, I think we might actually get a really productive game out of the receiving options on the Texans. All right, for fun, let's do a dog bowl.
Oh, hell yeah. And we can do one on my account right after.
Okay, sweet.
I am the KY says, I'm crashing your party too, but I'm on the Arizona side of the field. Oh, hell yeah. I think we talked about this before that he was going to be at this game. Good to see brother Billy, GM. What's up, my man? Later who aims, even though that was an hour ago that he said that, but
he's the man.
Yeah, he is. Marvin Allen, how we doing, my man? Says Debo, Johnston, Shakir, Kamara, Monagai, Metcalf, start two.
Receiver, one flex.
And then Kincaid or Fannin. Let's go Kincaid, one of the best tight ends this week.
I think that was like a bonus that he threw in for the flex. If he's asking just for tight end, I would go Kincaid for sure.
Yeah, easy.
If he's talking like a bonus for the flex, let's answer the 2 wide receivers first. I think you got to go the Chargers guy.
Yeah.
I might just go Johnston versus Metcalf and hope for a high scoring game, honestly.
Yeah, but we learned, it's a really tough matchup for Metcalf this week, but Aaron Rodgers is kind of his own thing. So he could just continue that, throwing touchdowns, and Metcalf's like the number one guy for that.
Right.
So I think that's totally good call there. And then for the flex, I'm going to go, I think Monagai could be a fine flex just to see if he catches fire again. I'm out on Kamara. I'm pretty out, but
I'm out on Kamara. I'm looking at Debo versus Monangai. I don't want to get caught up with like being a slappy when we're in the middle of the season like this.
And Debo's been fine.
Debo, everyone's out, and it's just Mariota and Debo and Ertz. Like,
okay,
even Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone. Like, they don't even have.
That's so true. The minute that play happened, I was watching it with my dad last weekend, and I was like, "Oh, that dude just broke his collarbone. He's out." It's
like, yeah, I can see Debo for 10 targets, 7 catches, and like 55 yards, but at least you're getting like that floor. I'd probably go Debo because maybe he scores somehow. I don't know about Monangai's playing the Giants. I mean, that's a really positive matchup, and Swift is so bad around the goal line. Oh man,
yeah, I was trying to tell everyone
on
Tuesday not to get over bought into Monangai, but it was a good performance. But he did it on 29 touches. Like, I don't think he's gonna ever get 29 touches again the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and it was the Bengals.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Unless Swift misses, but even still, he's probably not. We got Juice McCaffrey in here. We got Copper Prices. No Nez to be seen. I'm not allowed to watch his stream. I got a Jesus Eric for even wanting to watch it. So
that's so funny because Nez was live earlier tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah. I have to pee really bad, so we're gonna make this pick. I'm gonna time it out, and then I gotta pee. Perfect. So we're gonna buy. And then
you can do it from your phone. Worst case scenario, I'll shout.
But no, we're good. I mean, do you want anyone besides one of these top 3?
So we have the third pick,
JSN
right?
Over Gibbs.
Well, here's the thing. I like JSN
Chris,
a lot.
Do you want? Is it harder to find running backs or receivers later?
It's harder to find running backs.
Okay. I wouldn't mind pulling up a running back if you felt good about it.
JSN is just like matchup proof. But
I know. He's the wide receiver.
It's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup.
It is. It's not easy.
Divisional.
And they've seen him before, so they might have a tiny bit better idea how to guard him.
Because we have the third pick, right?
Yeah, we're up.
Cook honestly could be totally a good pick. Let's think about it a little bit. The Bills against Miami. Yeah, let's go Cook, right? Cook or JSN. It's so close. It's harder to get running back later. I think we need to get the running back right first.
I think so. You're right. Let's go Cook. I'll be right back.
Sell on it.
All right.
Hell yeah. Appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you're subbed to BBG, Best Ball Guy, on his YouTube channel. Make sure you slap the like here and let us know your questions in the chat. There's a chance in about an hour we'll get to it at the rate that we're going. But no, I really appreciate y'all being here. Hope you're having a great Friday and looking forward to a fun weekend, doing something fun. Let's see. Yeah, Be Growing Stuff. Thanks again, my man. Always good to see you. Can we get any better options is my main takeaway for the Slayton versus Calvin Austin. He's paid well from that account. He doesn't need a job. That's hilarious. Oh, Zipic Rep. No. Does the fantasy chart making correlate to your job? Oh, Hartman. It does a little bit for like some of the stuff that I put together, but it's very different. But I don't know. Maybe it's just like the same side of the brain kind of thing. It makes me get into the data. The pro stretches out grandmas. LL rad. Yes, BBG stretching out grandmothers, getting them healthy. Yes, Billy Jones, another freak in the sheets, a brother in the databases. God's work. Yeah, BBG's a saint. To get site credits.
All right.
This is also true, Billy. So far behind. Yeah, Gadsden in. There we go. Two Mules, what's up? Just got here. Hang on, though. Have to go get my sunglasses. Hell yeah, brother. Smash the like. Hope you're doing good, Two Mules. 28%.
How'd JSN do the first time against them? Sorry, I'm reading comments that you're reading.
Bro, Royals, that's a name I haven't heard of in ages.
Yeah, didn't work out. I have nothing to say. I was just thinking about how I'm doing a $350 Big Gorilla FFPC draft with MP43 this season.
Yeah,
dude, we're in second place and we have the most points in the entire league.
Oh, dude, you're in because one of the most points.
Well, we still have 3 weeks left, so we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
You're in. Hartman and I,
there's a lot of guys close to us, but we have picked up and dropped Jalen Royals for $1 twice this season, hoping that something happens.
That's about right.
Yeah, it's just funny thinking about it.
The Big Gorilla that Hartman and I did, we drafted it in 17.
June. You got Neighbors is out for the season, and we're disgusted by Slayton going 3 for 65 last game on a called back 40-yard touchdown. Oh yeah, that would suck if he had 15 points every week at an 18th round pick. Man, that would really suck.
This comment got me so hard. Got me to laugh. So that's so funny. What is it?
Exactly. I hate you guys. I can't wait till he scores this week.
You saw this like when it happened like 30 minutes ago, but I'm just now seeing it.
I'm betting Slayton 2 touchdowns on fucking
bro. It's never the last time he had 2 touchdowns, like decades ago.
No, I know. I'm not betting 2 touchdowns. But Hartman, how did JSN do the first time against them? Look, man, we discussed that it's easier to find wide receivers later. But also, I will say there is actionable data about divisional teams playing each other second time. The game is usually a lot less scoring. Defenses are very attuned to what you're doing.
The coaches, the schemes.
Yes,
could be true.
And Gannon, as good as Kubiak is offensively, Gannon is very good defensively. And also, I think the Cardinals have a new wind under their sails.
Let's lock in for this next pick, and then we'll get back to Jimbo Fish's question. Last thing I was going to say is the Big Gorilla that Hartman and I did. We drafted it in June. We had Scattaboo. Yeah, we had Bowers. Ouch. We had.
Oh man, if you could advance a Bowers
we had Caleb
team,
Johnson, and that really hurt us. We went 0 RB. We had Caleb Johnson. We had AJ Brown, who's been out, but we have Gadsden. We wavered him pretty quickly, and then we're not doing great. We're not in the top half.
I just queued my favorite players from right here. There's not really any running backs that I'm looking at.
I'm definitely in on
maybe a quarterback, but one of these wide receivers I really like.
You think it's I'm between quarterback and a wide receiver with this next pick. Can you show me the board? What do people have on our left side? Because I guess no one has anything. It's the first round.
No one has a quarterback. Yeah, just running backs.
Kittle goes. We're on the board. I'm either thinking
I like Waddle for the game stack, but
it's a really tough matchup for Waddle, but I do like Waddle.
Okay, do you want to go Olave, Diggs, Wilson?
Let's just take Waddle and then let's just do it. And then now I'm just worried about if we can get May or Dart.
Okay, I feel that. And if we can't, I don't feel too bad because like, dude, you can really bail yourself out with a Fields, man.
I can't do it this week. The Jets are so demoralized, you know it.
Or are they free? You know what I mean? Are they free?
I think worst case scenario, we could stack Tua with Waddle, but I don't think this is the right matchup for it. because
not like,
the Bills are
well,
tough
sorry,
against
I was
the
about to say
pass.
that I was probably about to say the dumbest comment I've ever said in my life. Actually, I'm not gonna follow that up. Hold on, let's make this big. Okay, one of the quarterbacks is still here. You want to do May instead of one of these receivers?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that. I gave a stat on Toxic Tower. May has averaged over 250 passing yards a game. He's averaging 2 touchdowns passing a game. He is the second leading rushing quarterback in the NFL this season and has only 2 rushing touchdowns, right? Like
Insane.
Jackson Dart has like 6. So May is very due for a rushing touchdown with how much he runs. So if he can put together, those passing numbers plus get a rushing touchdown on top of there, I mean, we're really breaking fantasy. And even if he doesn't, we have such a safe floor to where we can rely on the other players to break out this week. So
Yeah, totally. I mean, people say, make the comparisons and all the things about Drake May, the next Josh Allen, all these things. I b- I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but I will say the player who surprised me the most has been Jacoby Brissett and how consistently good he's been. He's averaging like 270 passing yards. He's running the ball.
yep.
He's a goal line. He's essentially a goal line back for them. Remember back to the seasons when Tom Brady missed some time for the Patriots and Brissett first came in?
No, I remember. I definitely remember that, and I also remember him on the Commanders too when
a bunch of
Sam
rushing
Howell
touchdowns.
went down.
Yep.
I actually have. I think Hartman. Now that you're in the chat, I'm seeing your name. Maybe I'm just calling you out. Maybe you didn't say this, but I'm pretty sure maybe you or someone gave me a hard time because when I was drafting my super flex teams, I kept putting Brissett on my teams.
I like that.
Because I felt really good about him being like a strong backup quarterback that people weren't drafting in super flex. A lot of people were going with the Mariota, which is
was
looking
obvious.
good. Like there was a lot of obvious ones, and whoever is behind Jalen Hurts and stuff like that, like people were going with those guys a little bit more.
Flacco's been
But
paying off. I didn't do a whole lot of super flex. It's not really my thing. I did a few with Who
yeah,
Hames, and I think
I didn't do a lot. I took a decent amount of Flacco. I took a ton of Daniel Jones. So much Daniel Jones. That's feeling good. But yeah, I took a lot of Brissett, and I don't think he's a very high owned player in the super flex. And
That's nice.
feels good right now. Feels good because he makes so much sense for the Cardinals offense. I mean, if you think about Marvin Harrison and you watch Kyler Murray play football, you can see how it doesn't work. Like it really does not work. It just Marvin Harrison is like this guy who is breaking an ankle and then running his route and then looks at the perfect time for the ball. By the time he's looking for the ball, Kyler has scrambled out of the pocket and he's running the other direction.
Yeah,
And
eyes aren't downfield.
Trey McBride is the only one looking at him anymore.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Tough.
Marvin Harrison is this pristine route runner who is not playing complimentary football to Kyler. It's not even his fault. He's amazing. But that's why
Wins at the catch point, good hands, all of the above.
but that's
like it's coming together.
exactly. And Brissett knows that. Brissett's he's just a quarterback. He stands in the
Veteran.
pocket, delivers it on time like he's supposed to. Kyler is so scared of messing up or getting hit or whatever it is that he won't do it. I mean, Hames nailed this in the offseason. He told me this. He said it will never work with Kyler and Marv. Marv doesn't, he legit does not look at the ball until he's supposed to, like a proper route runner. Like, and you can see how good he is. I mean, he broke Deron Bland's ankles on the goal line.
Oh yeah.
Remember that that Monday game? If that was Kyler in the pocket, he would have been running to the other side of the field, not even looking at Marv by the time he was open. Like it just wouldn't have happened. So it's just unfortunate how bad those two pair together. So I hope it's Brissett the rest of the season. It's kind of sad because I have a decent amount of Kyler Murray in best ball stacked with these guys.
Right.
But for the sake of Marv and Trey McBride, my earlier picks, I just hope it's Brissett and just let Kyler die on that team and just support these two guys. That's basically where I'm at. That's
kind of what it's come down to. It's been sad. We'll do a quick answer for Jimbo Fish, and then we'll look at this next pick. So he's saying Marvin Harrison. Speaking of Marvin Harrison, MJH, which I think is Marvin Harrison Jr., I assume, JMO, Wandale, Keenan Allen, pick 2 PPR. I would honestly go with Marvin Harrison. You can't bench him right now, and I like Keenan Allen. And what do you think, PPG?
Yeah,
Fair?
I like the Keenan Allen with them having get the ball out quick, but you could go Wandale, and I wouldn't be that upset with
Sure.
you. And JMO could have 30, but I doubt it. He's either 0 or 20 points. So I would say I'd go Keenan and I forgot who the first guy was, but yeah,
Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah.
Marvin Harrison. Yeah, I
Good
would go
take.
Marvin
Good
Harrison
take.
and Keenan. I think two good offenses, good matchups.
All right. So we're back on the clock here. Hunter
Yep.
Henry or Kincaid. I feel like we'd have to go Hunter Henry because we already have Cook, so we can't go the Kincaid route unless we're just really going into that game.
We could.
Do you think I'm probably slightly into Henry in this
Okay.
situation?
I'll go with you. I'll go with you on that one.
I don't know. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I'm just thinking it through. Like
I'm just thinking. I look at Kincaid more as a wide receiver than a tight end. You know what I mean? He's just been the one when he's on the field. He got hurt in this game and left early, and he missed this game. But he's like their best receiver, for Josh Allen. And that game has a 50.5 point over under 30 implied points to the Bills. So I don't mind going big on the Bills this week. Also, the Dolphins have implied 20 points, so that's why I don't mind Waddle or Achane. That's a big game total, especially on a week where we might get one of the other games to be unexpectedly windy, snowy, aka Giants, Chicago, something like that. But
Could
I
you
do
minimize
like
the Kincaid just so I can see the player.
Oh yes, sir.
Let's see. So, and then if we just filter for running back, let's just, and then we know Kincaid's there. So I think Demario Douglas is a good pick. I don't think we have to take him right now though, because you think he'll come back.
We did go Henry. Do we want to do another double stack with the Patriots?
We don't have to. I think it's kind of fun, but
I think Bateman is sneaky, low key.
Bateman for me, that's where we start to get to like a low. Like I guess Lamar is back, but it's like a low. Tez is kind of nice, kind of interesting. T-Mac, I think, is going to be out, right? We're worried he's at least injuries banged up.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. We could pivot to a late Coker or something like that.
Yeah,
I know.
I've been reading on the
Is Chubb playing?
Chubb is playing, but I'm still interested in Marks for compared to the rest of this group, I think.
Okay. Let's look at just running back. Yeah. I don't mind, just going Marks here if we can get him.
I think that's fair. I like that actually.
Okay. I think I like that too.
It's not the best matchup. It's a pretty negative matchup against Jacksonville Jaguars, but and also let's just think about it because they're starting Davis Mills. Is the team going to completely suck? But do we want to go Douglas?
Let's go Tez.
Okay, let's go Tez if you can get it.
Yeah, just a bigger game that we've already bet into this game.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got it. I think we got it.
And that's that's the thing. We passed on JSN to go James Cook. So I don't think we need to try to force another running back onto this team. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like if we need to force a running back, it's because maybe we took JSN
maybe he's still
with
there.
that first
Maybe
pick.
Marks is still there.
He might still be there. Yeah. I don't mind him. I'm kind of thinking, Marks has looked good. Like he has. He just really hasn't gotten the work, but I guess
100%. Yeah, 100%.
It's more of a look thing than it is actual stats. Because if you go to the stats, Chubb is like better broken tackles, better yards per carry, kind of a thing. So
I'll give you a
about
quick,
that,
easy stat that's super digestible for you. Woody Marks is averaging 0.81 fantasy points per touch, but he's only averaging 10 touches a game, so that's 8 fantasy points a game. For Nick, so 0.8, which is very respectable. For Nick Chubb, I scrolled down my list, but Nick Chubb is at 0.57 fantasy points per touch, which is disgusting. And he's getting about 12, 13 touches a game. So he's actually averaging 7 points a game. He's averaging way less fantasy points per touch. He's getting more touches. He's averaging less fantasy points. Like Chubb is not really usable and only has 2 touchdowns. And Marks, we've seen him explode and have like a multi-touchdown game, but he only has 3 on the season. The Texans aren't great. So but I like Marks, just the environment around him with now Davis Mills. And
I also think it's one of those, it's like one of those things, like we've seen this. How many times we've seen this year, Chris? Like Wentz comes in, the Vikings put up 30. Jacoby Brissett comes in, they put up 30. You know what I mean? It's like the backup veteran comes in, and all of a sudden things are working. Like, it's like it's almost like these starting QBs need to get out of their head and just like I don't know, maybe the backups are able to just kind of realize what's going on because they've been watching it so much. I don't know. There's just something to that I lock in on, and that's why I worry about Jacoby Brissett this week, because now there's film on him from last week. But when it's the first, no one's seen Davis Mills, play this year with a game plan. No team has seen this.
True. And
No
you know what
team
I'm
has seen
seeing
this.
on Jake Seeley's adjusted points allowed? It's actually the third best matchup this week for quarterbacks is going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I believe
defense.
it. I think they're a fraudulent
it can get
defense.
skewed. It can get skewed week to week by like good performances because this is like a fantasy stat. But
right.
I mean, it's not the.
Well, it's like people saying that, like, if you go on like Yahoo Fantasy right now and you want to start a Vikings player, it says that Baltimore is a great matchup, and they were for the first half of the season.
Yeah, they
but
were.
Not lately. Baltimore defense is healthy. They are playing to make the playoffs, and I feel like they're going to murder JJ McCarthy this week. I do not think I want to play many Vikings this week. I think Lamar is going to shut them down, and the defense is going to shut them down. I could be wrong, but that
makes sense.
That's just how I'm feeling. Yeah, you gotta go with a little bit more. That's what I'm saying about like this slate, just like the little things, right? Like Chargers missing the O-line, even though that they're, Steelers are one of the best teams to pass on. The Steelers had a tremendous amount of fumbles, sacks, and interceptions on Daniel Jones last week, who everyone thought was a changed man, right? Like teams going towards the playoffs that are playoff teams coming into winter here. This is where you got to like catch the turning point, the vibe of what's going on a little bit. You got to get a little bit more week to week with it than they're just, look at this, like according to the stats season long that they're this. There's a lot of context to it. So I don't know everything, but I'm just trying to be as cognizant as possible with what's going on.
Yeah, just consider all angles and what's the vibe, what's going in, what's
like I'm legit worried about Brissett this week against Seattle. Like I see his name right here. I see people must be drafting him confidently. I'm scared of that, dude. Like Jacoby Brissett is a backup quarterback for a reason against a top 5 defense in the league in a divisional game where the Seahawks want to win more than anything in the world.
Yeah, and they're feeling good. They got confidence in Darnold. They have confidence in their defense, their coaching, so they're feeling good.
Right. Okay, so if Marks goes here, I have Bateman queued for no real reason. I guess we'll look at wide receiver, running back. We already have a tight end.
Is there just let's look at the tight end list one more time. Is there any reason we would ever consider one of these other tight ends? I wouldn't force it. Let's
go Woody Marks.
Yeah, are we on the clock? So it's Woody Marks. Yeah, we talked ourselves into it. Let's go. It's a Woody Marks, game that we'd want. So
I think so, right? Like that Jacksonville defense is slowing down. This is at Houston, correct? Yes, at home. Okay. I feel good about that. Yeah, I feel good about that. In a dog bowl, last pick.
Totally fine.
You can make worse picks than that. That's for sure.
No doubt. So the final team, Drake May stacked with Hunter Henry. So we have skinny stack there. James Cook with a natural bring back in Jalen Waddle. It's fun. Sir. We also have a Tez Johnson piece. And
he's the bring back on the New England thing.
Oh, yeah. I knew he was something. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I missed it there. Yeah. Because for some reason I saw the New England and I was like, no, that's our Bills. But that's just Drake May is Josh Allen kind of.
That's our hopefully decent weather game with a 49.5 point total against 2 really good offenses, 2 teams that are really bad against the pass.
Yeah.
And we got 2 pass catching weapons, especially Hunter Henry, with Booty out, a guy who's been earning 5, 6, 7 targets a game. I think that adds at least 1 target to Hunter Henry this week. So
that's kind of why I've been considering Demario Douglas, is because he had a nice game.
Yeah. He's a great option.
We know that he's good. He was good last season. We were drafting him in respectable range. But he's not really getting, I'm sure he got drafted in this draft because he didn't come back around to us. So
yeah, we can see
12 teams. So he had to get drafted.
He went in the 5th round, 5'10".
Yeah. So he's a 5th, 6th round pick in this format. Totally fine.
Yeah, makes sense. Stacked with the Baker guy, Baker Igbuka with the Douglas bring back. I think it's totally fine. Yeah, it's a good pick.
No, it is definitely fine for sure.
Let's see what Jewish McCaffrey did just for fun. JSN went Kittle, ETN, DJ Moore stacked with Caleb, and then Slayton bring back on that game.
So
wow. Jewish McCaffrey, 40% advance rate taking Slayton. Who could have guessed it?
Bro, Slayton. We'll maybe have to show you something to get you off the Slayton train.
You can't lie to the numbers, man. It's the numbers.
I'll show you some numbers, and I'm going in blind, but I know they're in the
spreadsheet. You're too far in the spreadsheet.
No, it's. I'll show you something. But Captain Clutch segue says, "Hey guys, need a flex for full PPR. Do I go Parker Washington against the Texans, Tez Johnson against the Patriots, or Woody Marks against the Jags? Because it's PPR, is a really bad matchup against the Texans for Parker Washington, but he's kind of more interesting. I'm gonna slightly.
He is the announced slot. It's got to be Washington. Well, okay, can I do my classic line here?
Yeah.
If you need to win against a good team, you play Tez Johnson for a big touchdown, 80 yards, 100 yards, and a touchdown. If you need a guaranteed 6 catches for maybe 50 yards or less for a 9-point finish floor, it's Parker Washington. He's playing the slot role. He's going to play 100% of the snaps.
Okay.
They've already said that Myers is primarily going to play on the outside, but Washington already has the rapport with Lawrence. He's going to have probably 11 targets. Will he do anything? The Texans defense is amazing, so I don't know. He could have 11 targets, 5 catches for 40 yards.
It's the worst possible matchup.
In full PPR, that is 9 points. Tez Johnson could get you 20. I would not play Woody Marks with Chubb active in that same matchup. And I could be wrong about that too, but with Chubb active, I wouldn't do it. I just think, D'Amico Ryans is whatever. He's hot for Chubb.
Makes sense. I like that. B Growing says in his deep league, his only other options other than Slayton in Austin is Golden, Malik Washington, Kirk Douglas is rough. Bro, honestly, I'm DeMario Douglas over Slayton and Austin this week, and it's not even close.
Okay, that's fucking crazy. I'm gonna say it's close, but I'll take Douglas over Slayton, but it's close.
Bro,
it's close.
How many passing yards is Dart even averaging right now?
I don't know. I'd probably say 215.
Maybe 215. Isn't May like closer to 300?
And that's fair. But
so
also,
it's just like an extra.
Slayton's like the number one.
Another receiver's production better on average.
Right. But they have one less receiver to throw to on the Giants. So it balances out.
But also Dart only throws to tight ends. We know this.
If you need a ceiling, I'd play Slayton. If you need a floor, play Douglas.
No way.
No, I just go Douglas. Seriously, that's consensus from both of us. I think Douglas with Booty officially out is a really solid.
Because
he's
Booty's
around 100% of the snaps.
Yeah,
we've also seen that Diggs, even though he's looked good, has only played 60-70% of the snaps. Like, I don't know why. I mean, but he has. So just something to consider. And Douglas just been out there the whole time. So
makes sense. BBG, what are you sipping on?
High Noon Tequila Seltzer Lime. Fourth one.
Very nice. I was at my parents' house in Austin over the last weekend, and my dad sent me the funniest picture because he was excited that I was coming to visit. I'd seen my parents recently still, but it was in Fort Worth, like doing stuff with my brother, and so I hadn't seen my parents at their house in a little while, and he was just excited to like host us and have us come visit and like, get to spend time with my kids and stuff. So let me find this picture. He sent me, and he likes to prep by like getting like the, he's like, I got the bar stocked, for when you come by. And I always joke that like, it's my wife who's drinking all of the alcohol, but it's really me and him mostly. But,
yeah,
let me find it.
Got a picture of the full stock bar.
Yeah, well, it's just like what he thinks is like if I'm coming in town, what he thinks he needs to keep me satisfied for like 2 days.
Okay, damn, yeah, just a bunch of whiskey,
a ton of high noons because he's like the kids like high noons these days. My kids love high noons.
Yeah,
and then of course we got the Maker's Mark for our old fashions and the
absolutely.
Woodford. So
that's a good. What's the one on the left there? maybe you're right.
The one that's the most full.
Yes.
That's a Woodford Reserve. That's a nice bourbon.
Yes. That's
which is
beautiful.
actually, I'm about to go pour myself a nice little glass of Woodford right now. I'll be right back. I'm going to go pour some on the rocks. And then we're waiting on 7 for a dog bowl qualifier on my end. I jumped in there. We got 7 more to fill.
Okay. Sick.
But BBG, the floor is yours to vamp. You can talk shit to the chat.
I'll talk to all of them.
Oh,
bring it on, people. Bring it on.
Shout out to Juan Dier. How we doing, my friend? Thank you for the super chat. And he has a question.
I'll analyze it. You go make your drink. I'll go deep on this.
2 seconds. I'll be right back.
I got you. Juan Dier, how we doing? How ripped are you boys? On a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 4, considering I've had 4 drinks. Pick a running back. Swift, Henderson, Etienne. Man, Etienne versus Houston seems really rough. Houston defense, very good. Swift versus the Giants, I can see being a great play with the production among Manungai and the coach speak saying that we're going to stick with the hot hand. It's kind of telling, but also, it could be one of those coach speak things where we don't trust him. And he's like, oh yeah, we're going to stick with the hot hand. And then they don't give the ball to Manungai that much. And they give it a lot to Swift. And then Swift beats up on the Giants. I could absolutely see that. But Henderson, on the workload he got last week, yes, he did not score the touchdown. Terrell Jennings did. He just happened to come off the field while they were on the goal line. It didn't look like a Kenneth Walker Charbonnet situation where they're like, oh, get Henderson out of here since we're on the goal line. Put Terrell Jennings in. It didn't look like that. It looked like a genuine Henderson's tired. He just drove down the field for us, put Terrell in for this limited time. I think I'm gonna lean with Henderson, man. I think I'm gonna lean with the talent of Henderson there against the Bucks. The receiving game, I hope they can get the ball out to him in space. In the passing game on the outside, I think Booty missing just offers a slight bit more pathway for him to get the ball. So I'm gonna go with that. What do you think, Chris? I was kind of between Swift or Henderson. I'm ruling out ETN as the guy I want to play.
Wait, so was the question the running back most likely to put up 0 fantasy points, and you said Henderson, or like, am I reading this wrong?
Oh my god, bro. Ramondre's out, right?
Henderson. Okay.
Ramondre's out, right?
Ramondre's out, but it's Terrell Jennings, bro. Like, come on.
No, they only subbed him out because he was tired. That wasn't like a Charbonnet Kenneth Walker thing. They didn't sub him out because they're on the goal line.
All I know is I've got here. Let me screen share. Or actually, I'm actually in control, so I don't even have to ask. This is my running sheet that has all the running back stats for the year.
Are you sure? Okay, you're showing me a year. Stop showing me a year. Show me.
No, I have every single game. I have every single individual game here, and this is just the summary view so that we can just quickly see. But who are our options, right? It's Swift, who when he's been active,
been amazing. But we got to factor in Manungai. Context.
Still, Swift has been averaging 17 touches a game.
No, that's what I said. I think Swift could definitely beat up on the Giants.
Swift is good. So we had Swift. We had Etienne. Etienne's.
No, I don't want to play Etienne. You got to play Henderson over Etienne.
He only has 3 touchdowns.
Henderson's gonna have no.
0.71 fantasy points per touch. Etienne is like the okay floor, but like no real ceiling. Swift has both like a good floor and a good ceiling, but not like a truly elite ceiling.
Yeah.
And then Henderson,
he's coming off an injury too. Like, let's remember that, right? Like, he might not be ready for a full workload.
Henderson's best game was 11.6 fantasy points, and that was like a while ago. He's 0.64 fantasy points per touch. He's not even good per touch, which is sad. I liked Henderson. Henderson is the ultimate low floor, low ceiling, by far the worst.
It's fair. But play Swift. Play Swift
at the same time.
But if Henderson goes off, you won't even feel that bad about it because it would have been tough to play him over Swift. Play Swift, though.
Running back is 100% opportunity driven, and we know Etienne has a tough defense against the Texans. For who's the other one? Swift. What's Swift matchup look like?
Playing the Giants should be
that's a good matchup though. So I would say Swift is my favorite pick there.
Yeah.
I would say Etienne, you could be fading him because of the matchup with the Texans. But
New England's 14th against Tampa Bay.
It's kind of middle of the pack. It's not terrible.
Did you watch Henderson last week? What'd you think? Like just eyeball, not stats, just eyeball.
Didn't he have another fumble? Or was it the
Did
week
he?
before?
That was the week before.
Okay.
No, he handled
no,
handled the bell cow roll. They barely won. He looked good, but they're running him up the middle too much. He's like, not doing great with the up the middle runs. But
let's look more into that, because I am curious now, because there were some bright spots, but it was also like,
I think, looking at last week's game is the only thing you can do when you're analyzing a guy.
And it was the Falcons
who's about to get a full workload for the second time in his career. This is a guy who's been scolded by his coaches his entire professional career so far.
So, I mean, he had,
you know what I mean?
And Hartman brought this up earlier in the week too. He had the 18 touches. So he had the 14 carries.
Okay, 3.9 against Atlanta is not bad. Like, that's a tough run D. That's a tough run D. And then
because
look at that. And then look at the receiving game. Like, dude, he's that's 8 a catch is he's good, dude. And like these guys,
I know he's good.
I've
seen him I've seen him play in real life. I saw him play in the college.
You know what? I'm flipping my answer. I'm going Henderson. I don't care if I'm wrong.
I go Swift, Henderson. And then a big drop, and then Henderson, and then Etienne.
Damn, you hate Etienne. Cheers.
No, Etienne's not. Etienne has done nothing for fantasy this year. He's been an ultimate letdown. He was cheap, so it's not like the worst, but
yeah,
Etienne's done really nothing, honestly.
Did you ever watch that Jets documentary this offseason?
I did not. Which one was it? Was it the Hard Knocks?
Big inside joke between me and my chat the whole year. I was like, just you guys watch. The Jets are going to be good this year. They put out like there was a 3-episode series on YouTube.
It was. I remember you talking about this, because it was like
yeah.
The teams have doing this, and it's actually
put it
cool.
in the chat, and I tell people to go watch after the stream.
Bro, usually I do watch more of like the behind the scenes stuff, and then there's just so much of it now that I just kind of stopped. Like, I stopped watching Hard Knocks. I kind of just stopped it.
Well, it's like I fell in love with Aaron Glenn, man. He was such a professional. He talked like a man. He talked about culture, all this stuff. I don't hate him, but it's like, dude, we're 1-7, and you are still talking as if we're a playoff bound team. Like, you need to humble yourself, dude. Like, you need to. He's so condescending to reporters' questions.
Yeah.
That's what really ticks me off. They're asking fair questions.
Not good.
They're asking fair questions. Sorry, what happened?
That last press conference was not good with Aaron Glenn.
No, and that was kind of
so defensive. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
It felt good during the offseason. I was like, okay, I like your confidence.
Imagine someone coming into your workplace though, and then questioning your decisions when you're having like a really bad year. I could see how he gets pissy, but like it's part of the job is to have poise, right?
And just be humble. Just like we're the worst team in the NFL. Don't stand up there and talk like you have all the answers. It's really annoying. Just be humble. There's something to be said about a leader who's humble yet confident. You can take away confidence from the humility and just say, hey, I know we're not winning games, but I got a good group of guys here, and we're going to fucking try our ass off this week, and that's all I can control, Not be like, try to dance around the question and be like, it's just, I don't know. It's just tilting me lately. It's just too much, man. It's like, we're not going to tell you who's starting this week. Got game advantage. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Come on, man. Like, we're 1-7. You traded all of our players. Like, how about you just clap your hands? You just go, look, guys, we're going to have so much fun this week. We're going to get guys in motion. We're going to do some flea flickers. Obviously, you don't want to say it to the press, but I want to see that, What do you got to lose? Let's go out swinging. Justin Fields hasn't thrown an interception this season. Let's see it, Justin. I want to see 45 pass attempts this game. I want to see what can you do? Can you even complete a pass if you throw 40 of them? Do we just automatically lose by 50 if you throw that much? Let's find out. Let's find out, Because I don't know. It just, the match didn't work. Aaron Glenn in the offseason talked to the fans as if he knew exactly what to do with Justin Fields, as if he was Greg. Sorry, who's the Ravens head coach? Greg Roman? No, what's that guy's name? Shit, Munt. No, not Munt. What the hell's the Ravens offensive coordinator's name?
Todd Monken.
Monken, yes.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what to do with Lamar Jackson when he got there. And that's how Aaron Glenn was talking about Justin Fields coming into the offseason. He was like, all right, I know what to do with this guy. I got this mobile quarterback. And I was really excited. I was like, thank God. Okay, we're going to like do the Lamar stuff. We're going to be like a Ravens light. We have Breece Hall in the backfield. Even Braylon, who's a good runner. We have an amazing run blocking O-line. You have Justin Fields. We have Garrett Wilson. Like, it seems so simple to set up. And then all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 5 because we've run the ball up the middle with Isaiah Davis twice. And we're exchanging drives between running backs and no one knows what's going on. Fields is scrambling for his life. I don't know. They paired up a guy who wants to play this defensive game with a quarterback who's super fun and exciting and he's like, you got to be a game manager and not turn it over, kind of a thing. It's just a nightmare. They should have just let it be fun. We should have been winning games 35-27. You know, that's what it needed to be. We need to be putting up a ton of points, and instead they try to manage every game and be defensive. And we weren't even good on defense. So that's my Jets Cope for the year here. Sorry to announce it on the Candyman.
No, this is the best place for it. We're
yeah, that was.
Thank you for sharing.
That was cathartic right there.
Bro, so funny to hear it come like from fans of a team who's down so bad. Like, I've been there so many times with both the Texans and the Texas Longhorns. Like, I know what it's like to just.
Are you down bad with the Texans this year, man?
It's just not meeting expectation. Like, it could be worse, but I know it's gonna be bad because the offensive line, the defense is so good, and I hate wasting a good defense, and I hate wasting Stroud's rookie contract where they should be competitive. But the Colts are the best team in the AFC right now, essentially.
But they're fraudulent. Like,
the
Jaguars
are still ahead of the Texans in the AFC South. So it's
the Colts are good, but they're not that good.
The Texans need a win this week against the Jags to be.
I think they will. I think they will.
Well, I mean, Stroud's out, so it's tough.
But dude, I know exactly what you mean, man. The year that Rodgers tore his Achilles and the Jets had that 2023 defense, we were like top 3, and we went 7-8 with Zach Wilson as our quarterback, or 8-9 or whatever the season was.
Yeah,
and
the team was good.
Barely missed the playoffs even because the Dolphins happened to be good that year. And it's just like, dude, could you imagine if we had a competent quarterback back there? We would have won so many games. I mean,
what the most freak accident, prime time week 1 torn Achilles you've ever seen in your life, right?
It was unbelievable. And we won that game. It was against the Bills. We were playing the Bills.
I remember
watching we won the game.
I remember watching Twitter during that and just all the Jets fans freaking out, all the Aaron Rodgers fans freaking out, which we're still waiting on one. We're waiting on one more person for this
one more for a dog
bowl qualifier. But yeah, shout out to Juan Derry. Thank you again for Super Chats for the question.
Yeah.
So here's something else though. Woodford Double Oaked is goated. Very, very, I mean, Hartman has great taste. Oh, we filled, and Nez is in here this time. And Hartman.
Is he live?
Viper. All right, let's run through the teams. We've got I feel like I've seen Samuelson a bunch. Viper, of course, everyone knows Viper. Hartman and Nez, friend of the channel. We got us in the 11th spot right after Nez, so he's gonna be. Maybe we can snipe him. Maybe he'll snipe us. We'll see what we can get into. Shag Nasty, I also recognize. But yeah, Juan Derry, thanks again for the super chats. He says, okay, he's going to start Swift. But here's some. So the last thing was Sean C was saying Swift is riskier, and Sean C has a goated profile picture. I mean, this is like my spirit animal.
Fire. Yeah, I love that.
Swift is a risky start considering he did not practice Friday and how well Monogai.
He didn't practice today.
See, I didn't catch that yet either because. If he did not practice today, it's a little bit more
practiced yesterday, though.
I thought he was limited. I thought they were expecting him to play.
I'll check right now.
Obviously, we got to monitor this. If he's not starting, if he's not playing, we're not going to play him. But the coach speak has been a little bit. They've always been so confident in Swift.
I'm gonna equate the Henderson game this week to kind of like the Loveland game from last week. It's like we're late in the season. These guys were highly drafted. They're really talented rookies that, of course, we drafted highly.
Sure.
And now, if you give him all the opportunity multiple weeks in a row, I think these guys are good enough to take
something good could happen. Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, I just don't. If you have Henderson on your team, if you're going to start Swift over him, why are you even still holding him? He literally has the starting job.
People were asking about dropping him like a week or two ago.
He's got the starting job for a team that is putting up the third most points per game in the NFL right now. Like, I would just play Henderson. I really would, especially against the Bucks. Like, that's a 50-point game.
If Swift plays, I'm starting Swift over Henderson, but I think Henderson's not the worst.
Swift's been really good too. Ben Johnson's been incredible. So,
but then given that he did not practice, we'll keep that in mind. But pick a flex. Henderson, Devonta Smith.
Hey, Swift was downgraded to DNP for Friday's practice. We should actually probably draft Manungai based on this news. I'm not even kidding. That's a great pick.
And also not a bad idea.
I wouldn't even mind taking him at the second round here.
Wandieri, you have to play Devonta Smith. The dude is on fire. He's on a heater. He's him. Like, Devonta Smith is one of the most targeted wide receivers in the entire target share wise in the entire league. Like, I think Devonta Smith is a slam dunk, but just monitor the Swift situation. If Swift is out or we're like really worried about his condition, then maybe you go Henderson, Swift. Henderson.
Smith. The fact that he got downgraded on a Friday is sketch.
That's bad.
Well, he said
what happened to McMillan was downgraded
yesterday. Is interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
It said personal reasons apparently. So that's not really an injury. So maybe
we knew it was like the groin that was lingering. And
right.
All right, so we're about to be back on the clock. 11.
I
and then
really like Judkins this week against the Jets. If you feel better about one of the other running backs, I don't mind it.
Healthy. I also
really like Egbuka, of course. The Niners defense is really beat up. They have no one left. They had another guy tear their ACL last week.
So Nez goes Henry. Do you want to go Judkins here?
I think so. I think the Rams have been they passed to Adams so much around the goal line that I just don't even trust Kyron that much anymore.
We know that Judkins
he got hurt last week, but if he plays the full workload against the Jets, then I like it. But it's up to you if you want to go the other way.
The Jets are demoralized. Let's say the Browns are going to just run the ball. Let's go Judkins.
I just think he scores twice, honestly. Gabriel sucks, but I think they still move down the field and score with him. And then here I could go Adams. I think Adams is a great pick because it's the same reason why if you want to fade Kyron, I think Adams is the reason because they throw it to him when he's on the 1 yard line.
Hell yeah.
So,
all right. Quinshon Judkins, Devontae Adams is the way we start it.
Grabbing one more high noon. One more.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, Wandieri. Good. You've got some good options there. So you could be in a worse spot. You've got good options. The only reason I'm not saying ETN is because he really hasn't shown a ceiling all season. They haven't scored a lot of rushing touchdowns with him. Bashal Tutin is vulturing those goal line touches. They believe in Bashal Tutin as like their goal line back. And then the Texans are a really tough matchup. So all those things considered, like, is kind of where I'm getting to on that. But thank you again for super chats. Thanks for being here, man. And how ripped are we? Well, it's Friday night and it's getting late, but we're working on it.
Chris is jacked, bro. Everyone's taking their shirts off the tailgate, and can't wait. We'll do a beer bong.
Hell yeah.
We'll jump on some tables and
you gonna bring a beer bong with you on your flight? You gonna check it in your bag?
Yeah. They're like, what is
this?
Maybe
Emo has one.
I hope so. He's making me stay in a hotel, so
we'll talk more about that later, but I'll see. Okay. We'll see where you're at. But I would offer my house, but I have a 7-month-old who actually sleeps through the night very comfortably, and then my 3-year-old wakes me up all the time. But so my guest room right now is a blow-up mattress in my living room or my living room couch, and like So even
You're
like when
good.
our parents
I
come to town,
luckily
like,
have a friend that works with Hilton Hotels, so I think I get
oh,
a pretty big discount. Just got to find one in the area. I think I'll be okay.
oh, you haven't booked it yet.
Not the hotel, actually. Yeah, I
Okay,
should work
okay.
on. I should actually do that. Like
No, you got plenty
probably
of
right
time,
now. Yeah.
but I mean, we'll talk more later. I know a lot of good options around here, and yeah, depending on what
Do
your
you
hookup
guys
wants to
know
be.
if you and Emo live near each other at all? I know Houston's a
We
giant
don't.
city. Okay.
Yeah, because but we're not too far. We're like 30 minutes away. But here's the inside joke about Houston.
Yeah.
Everything's 30 minutes away.
Yeah. Right. Everything is just everywhere. It's just
Also,
huge.
my house is I'm not that close to NRG, but it if you're going towards NRG, so I'm south of the Galleria. I'm west of the medical center. NRG is towards the medical center. So like NRG is without traffic, it's 12, 15 minutes from my house. With the worst traffic, it's 20, 22 minutes from my house. So like I'm actually pretty close to NRG. Emo is a little bit further south than me. But like everything's 30 minutes away. It's kind of but yeah, we'll triangulate
Okay.
something.
We'll figure it out.
Obviously.
It sounds like we're probably all right in the middle of each other or something. Maybe we'll try to get a hotel next to the stadium.
I wouldn't. I'll give you some.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give you some.
Please let me know where to stay. I just want to be safe.
Yeah, no. Houston is a town. It's the same thing as LA. It's a big city. There's
Yeah.
parts of towns you don't want to
Well,
be
I'd
in.
like to be
and
like
the
in a
stadium is one
safe
of
place,
those.
but also I'd like to be like somewhere near like a downtown scene. That'd be kind of cool, where I can go to like a little like a bar street maybe or something.
Yeah, I got your hookup. I got you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet. There goes Henderson.
wow, Henderson goes
And
early here.
Monungai went in the second, like we were talking about. I think it's a great call with Swift being a DNP
Viper
today.
grabbed him. Viper grabbed Monangai and Dart, which is pretty sick. I think we grab a QB.
I think Monungai is a good pick.
We've got Judkins and Adams. Would you want to just sit and wait for Stafford, or do you want to? Oh man,
I'm going to throw out David Montgomery against Washington's terrible D. I could easily see him scoring twice.
I like Montgomery.
He just seems so safe. I mean, all these guys seem around his floor, but they have a lower floor than him, but I think they probably have the same ceiling as him, theoretically. Montgomery to Diggs to Wilson, like Montgomery could score twice against Washington easily. See what Nez does.
He goes Diggs, which I think is pretty smart. So our best options, if we are worried about Swift, which 10 hours
I am after DNP on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I would just let's go Monty. Let's go Monty.
I like that.
I feel good about getting touchdowns on this half PPR website.
No, I'm a big fan of Montgomery, and I think it's a good spot to be in too.
And then this pick.
This determines.
I don't know if this guy's in the chat, but I wouldn't mind throwing on a Baker here. Baker coming off the bye, apparently is fully
Baker
healthy.
Mayfield over Matthew Stafford, who's been on an absolute heater.
And
we have
not
Devontae Adams, but you don't have to
necessarily. I'd almost like to push Stafford if I could.
Well, where is the Puka
like I would go
drafter?
Garrett Wilson over Stafford.
So Puka went to the guy who would definitely take Stafford at pick 51 if he was there before our next pick.
He might not.
We don't have to absolutely, but if we don't take Stafford here, we're going to have to figure out how to stack our last pick. And if we didn't do Stafford, I would want to do it because we took Kincaid.
What about Wilson here if he doesn't go? Okay, he does
Wilson goes. Yeah. So
I don't mind Kincaid or Baker or Stafford. I'm fine with it.
If we're going to take a QB, I would lean Stafford, but
I'm interested in the Kincaid thing because, like I said, he is the wide receiver 1 for the Bills right now.
Here's the problem, though. We can't get Josh Allen, and if we don't take Stafford now, we could lose our entire stack, and then we have...
Let's go with the rushing quarterback later.
I'm going to go Stafford.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it just becomes tough because obviously we need a tight end and a wide receiver remaining. But if we took Kincaid there, we would only be able to draft a wide receiver, and we have to figure out a wide receiver and a quarterback with our last 2 picks. It's not.
Wait, do we already have a
impossible,
tight end?
We don't.
No. Okay.
No. So we got Stafford with Adams. We have Judkins with Montgomery.
Got it.
So now we
No,
need
I
to
was just
figure out
confused because you said
tight
we'd
end.
only be able to do something, so I thought maybe we had a tight end or something.
Or no,
Okay.
if we went Kincaid there, we wouldn't be able to stack Kincaid. We wouldn't be able to stack Adams. We would have to like essentially draft a QB and then stack him with our last pick and hope that it was like, I mean, and that's not that also.
It's not the end of the world, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
I think Stafford's been surprisingly good. And
no, I know, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, Chris? Like, really, the quarterback 5.
Well,
like he's got to throw 3 touchdowns to even get close.
True.
It's just a lot to ask each week. It could easily, but then again, we did fade Kyron. We actively went against Kyron with Adams, so it makes sense to put Stafford on that team.
In that first matchup, and I know like the whole divisional thing in the second matchup, but that first matchup between the Rams and the 49ers, it was more of a shootout where they were just pushing each other to score, and it went to overtime, remember? So
yeah. Oh no, my friend my Niners friend Shane, diehard Niners fan, was at that game.
Oh, that's sick.
He couldn't believe it that the Niners won. I mean, they went in with there was like a 7.5 point, like they were going to lose to the Rams, and Mac Jones came out and beat them in overtime.
Baller, and he was getting beat up the whole game too. He was injured. He was hurt.
Bourne, 130 yards. That was that game. 12 targets, whatever. Kendrick Bourne was the superstar.
Swift, risky. We're learning, Sean C. Thanks for the good advice there. Okay. Yeah, we got some Hendo fans. Juan Deere saying, yeah, a lot of Hendo love in here. Very interesting.
Oh, it's not. I mean, it's really not that interesting. You should have seen us in the offseason. I put $1,000 into that kid at 4th round value.
I know. I could have taken on Henderson.
Who's in the 4th round that we could have taken every time? Name a good 4th round pick this year. Pickens, I guess, which I took a ton of.
Pickens, Devonta Smith, and not JMO, but I will say sometimes you can get JS in there, or no, that was never. No,
I'm not going to count that one. No. James Cook, I guess.
Yeah, it's James Cook. It is
James Cook. Yeah, but he moved up at the end. If you're talking about like the end of drafts, bro, the 4th round was pretty desolate because it was like Pickens, Sutton, Metcalf, JMO, Jaden, Terry. Like, it was a bad round, honestly. The 4th round was pretty bad this year.
As it tends to be, where it's,
except Pickens.
Yeah. Tough.
Got a big bye week this week for a lot of my teams. Got a lot of Chiefs, a lot of Cowboys.
On
a lot of my
Cowboys
rosters. Yeah. Very heavy on the Cowboys this year.
So we're coming up. We've seen a run on tight ends. A couple quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
I think we're in a good spot here to get.
Do you think there's an interesting Niners bring back at all on this game?
Let's think that through.
Jennings already went, but is there another one that we might? Kendrick, I guess.
Kendrick Bourne has been kind of MIA since he popped.
You're right.
off.
No, I don't want to do it. Well, it could be sneaky 6th round. It's a divisional game, and he beat up on them last time.
The only reason I wouldn't force it is because the projectable volume is going to be so much better for just like Shakir or Parker Washington.
Right. I understand that. Yeah. Just depends on what's there.
100%. So I think we go tight end first.
Yes.
And then we just figure out. So Hunter Henry. If we're doing game wise, we could do Ertz versus Montgomery, but we don't have to.
If you want to diversify, we could just switch up off of Henry, but I do really like it.
I kind of like it too.
I do like Schultz versus Jacksonville.
Schultz is healthy apparently, and he's been good.
Oh, he has. This is anyone besides Henry. Let's just diversify.
Okay, let's divide. I don't think we have to go Ertz. And I'm worried about.
No, I don't want to do Ertz with Mariota.
You want to go Juwan? Let's go Schultz with Mills.
Let's go Schultz with Mills. Yeah, he feels like a guy's just going to stand in there and deliver it quick to Schultz all game.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
And then
it just is what it is. Yeah, it's not pretty, but we have to do it. And then one more wide receiver. So tab to wide receiver for us.
yes, sir.
If Coker, if what's his name misses, Tet.
Mm.
You
They've
gotta get
been
a little desperate down
the
here.
coach
Yeah.
speak. I mean, it's just that there's
No, I know
nothing there. The coach
there's
speak has
nothing
been
there.
okay
There's
on
nothing
Coker,
there.
but it hasn't convinced me. I could
Shahid's
scroll down
already gone,
further
I'm
than that.
assuming. Shahid's gone.
Yeah. Well, you can't
Okay.
draft Shahid this week, right?
Oh, you can't. Okay.
These are the two obvious plays for me.
Yeah.
No
No, I
particular
like
order.
both of those. Parker bring back on Schultz feels fine.
It's fine. It's just, I mean, I don't know. We have to like be so invested in that game, but
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
it's. I think these are the two guys that probably see the most targets.
Yeah, and if you just want a complete dart throw, I don't mind Bateman. I honestly don't even mind Judy. I think, he has done nothing this whole season. I wouldn't be surprised if he finally had a big game.
That's tough.
I know.
I know that
I wouldn't even
banged
go
up.
down any further. This is no
Xavier
man's land.
Legette has had games, but that's kind of rough.
You want to do Christian Kirk?
I guess we just stick with Schultz. So, do you want to do Parker Washington and Demario Douglas? Who does your heart say for half
think
PPR?
Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
That's
okay. It's meant to be. That's what I
It
always
was
say.
meant to be. That was exactly what I thought. I thought we snuck it in there, but all of a sudden it was like, no, it skipped.
It's okay. Yeah, half PPR. You got me at the last second. You said half PPR, and I went, "Oh shit!"
That's the thing, though. It's like I sneakily said
quickly.
half PPR. I was trying to influence you, but I should.
I thought we were on FFPC still. I was like, "Oh fuck, Parker all day." Wait, so sorry, I missed the end of the story with the FFPC. So you and Hartman are not looking great.
Our team is in the bottom half of our league. We have a very, very almost impossible chance of making it because we drafted Bowers in the first round.
Yeah,
and we've had just bad injury luck and just
And could you imagine if he just didn't get hurt, or if he didn't try to play through the injury, he would have been good by like week 5. You guys would have been amazing.
The 1 week he's fully healthy, and not this week because he already had another bad week, but last week we put up the most points in our league, and we'd been like struggling all season.
Right. And this week we kind of expected, right? Like Broncos D, like that's not going to be an easy matchup. But man.
Yeah, what's up? Scenes. Country Boy Jazz. I love that name. Grade my team. Okay. 12 man, full PPR. You got McCarthy, Mahomes. I think you're solid there. Mahomes been great. Running back, CMC. Hey, best player in fantasy? Question mark, but also at least the 102. Aaron Jones, I assume, which I think looking good going forward. Walker's been kind of a bust. Benson, you're kind of a hold there. Pacheco been a bust. Brian Robinson been a bust. So you could use some help.
Well, Brian Robinson's a nice handcuff to CMC.
At least he's handcuffed, I guess. But
yes, he is. If CMC goes down, you're gonna want B-Rob.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you're not gonna don't drop him now. You know what I mean?
I would drop him, but
no.
Olave is fine. Shuck's been pretty bad. Diggs, I like that. Terry, tough. Ayuk, yikes, tough. Jennings, tough. So man, you're really riding on Mahomes and CMC here. Everyone else has been tough. Njoku, Barner.
Country Boy, what's your record here? What are we even looking at?
It sounds like, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb, Country Boy. This is like a 3-win team because you've had Mahomes and CMC, but you've had a lot of injuries. And I feel like you could turn some of these players. Like, what are we doing with Ayuk? What are we doing with Pacheco?
Yeah. No. Terry and Ayuk, you can drop.
Waller's an obvious drop.
Terry, Ayuk, Waller drops.
Do you think Terry didn't come back? Or just because
if you got 3 wins, I would cut him. If you need a roster, I would start Slayton.
I'm guessing 3.
I would pick up Slayton or Alec Pierce or Parker Washington.
We're gonna end this right now. Well, first off, let's review the quick team. So this dog bowl we drafted, very fun. I think we got a chance with this. Judkins, we need something big from Judkins, obviously. And then it's Adams stacked with Stafford. So I see how we work there. Montgomery it's the Lions.
I like the Schultz Parker Washington. I don't think a lot of people are stacking that game. I think they expect a low scoring game, kind of like why we were kind of disgusted with it. And that kind of makes me happy.
It's probably a low owned combo in this. I mean, there's only 5,000 teams. So it's probably pretty low owned. So it's definitely a unique differentiator. And I think probably our first 4 picks is not so uncommon that we wouldn't need something a little bit unique. But at the same time, it's not like we scrolled down. We just kind of took players that made sense. I think
okay. So just to recap 2024, just so everyone knows, Texans 24-20 won the first game of the season against Jaguars. Texans also won 24-20 against the second game of the season. So at least 44-point total. Those, I bet both those games were projected less than that, and they ended up being more. So you never know. Just throwing it out there. These divisional games get weird.
For 100%. So this is something, and I know it's small, but maybe you can see it. I can try to zoom in if we want to. This is the FTN fantasy.com, the air yards chart, and this is Whopper. It's a weighted average that incorporates a player's share of the target share, the team targets, and the share of air yards, right? So this is the opportunity metric for fantasy players. Let's just give you some, before we get to the Giants, but I don't want to spoil it. You might have already seen. Who's the best receiver you can think of in your mind? Is it JSN? Is it Jamar Chase? Who's the best receiver?
In what metric?
In NFL.
Jamar Chase.
So, I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into, but let's go to since I'm assuming it's going to be good. But this just tells you what the metric is. Okay, so Jamar Chase is 102 on the scale. T. Higgins is about a 50, which is also, I think, very good. So that's just your baseline. T. Higgins is a 50. Jamar Chase is a 102. You got that?
Yep.
Let's go to the Giants. And let's.
Are you going to show me Darius Slayton right now? As if these stats matter?
Brother,
it's like telling me about TreVeyon Henderson.
Brother, Darius Slayton is a 15. He's lower than Daniel Bellinger.
Chris.
Brother.
$20 that Darius Slayton outscores Wandale this week. You want to take that bet?
I probably shouldn't because I've lost every bet I've made this in season.
Yeah, but... I bet. So, Chris, we're gonna water bet when I see you. Whoever loses has to pour water on each other.
I'd rather lose $20 than that, but we'll make the bet. We'll figure something out at a later time when we see.
I'll owe you a beer in Texas.
Well, yeah, okay. Yes. Well, actually, the beers are kind of expensive at the game, so maybe a beer before.
Okay. Well, I'll show up with a thing of high noon.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, but so I'll take Wandale in underdog scoring. I'll get Wandale. You get Slayton this week.
Yeah, and I should get plus money, but it's fine. I will outscore you anyways. It's fine. Yes.
So all I'm saying is, if this is a good stat at all, Darius Slayton's a 15, Wandale's a 62. So
do you want me to just pull up the touchdown he caught last week that was called back by penalty? Did you see it? I think if you saw it, you might be like, "Oh shit."
Well, I'm not surprised because that's Slayton. Everyone who ever invests in Slayton or likes him always brings up that he can have like a long touchdown, but the scary, or not the scary part, but like the secret truth is he never does.
Acting to it.
Oh, were you watching it? You went underwater there on your mic for a second.
Sorry, yes, I'm watching it. I paused it, but it's a guy reacting to it. I don't know if we can watch it. I put it in the private chat, but it's a YouTube short. There's a little bit of NFL audio behind it, so maybe mute it, but Slayton touchdown, baby.
The mythical Slayton, good performance. I'm still waiting.
Wide open. He's Slayton.
Max the Moose, what's up, brother? Says full PPR, need some depth. Would you do Achane for Judkins, Pittman, and Shakir? If you need depth, I would do Achane for Judkins, Pittman, and Shakir. I would do Achane for Judkins, Pittman alone.
Also, Dart has legit such a good deep ball. Like, you're tripping, dude. Dart is gonna ball out with this guy the rest of the season. Chris,
dude, Slayton, is it 2019 or something? Like, what year is it?
What are you talking about? He's been so relevant every year of fantasy in the 18th round.
Bro, Slayton has never been relevant.
You're a crazy man, dude. Slayton won me $2,000 in my big board team 2 years ago.
Did he really? He had like one good game in week 17.
18 points in week 17.
18 points. That's just replaced. You could replace that with anyone.
But in the 18th round, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You got to factor in where this guy's. Stop looking at his current. Okay, there we go.
No, I'm just 2019
Okay.
is what everyone in fantasy remembers because he had 700 yards and 8 touchdowns.
No, look at 2023, dude. 79 targets, 50 catches, 770 and 4.
That's the most replacement level crap I've ever heard.
In the 18th round, bro. Are you serious? In the 18th. This is not a guy we took in the 10th. This is not a Luther Burden price. This guy's free. He's free.
Bro, he's a big play waiting to happen. Look at this. Not explosive at all.
Yeah, he's never had a quarterback that could throw it deep until Dart, man. I sent you the clip. So. Put it up on stream.
Oh, fine. Fine. Let me find it. Let me get it.
There we go.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. It should be fine.
Mute it. Mute it. Just mute the clip. Look at that. Beautiful.
Did you hear that or you couldn't hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, good.
Just the deep threat. Dart is the man, dude.
Throw him a like. Don't be afraid to like videos
that's
and
a
content.
push up. Yeah, right, you fucking bitch. Bounces off, catches it over the shoulder. Quentin Johnston could never for a touchdown.
Dude, it's OPI, offensive pass interference.
It fucking wasn't.
So let's watch. Here's the beginning. Ready? I mean, just chunk this.
Look at Dart with the deep ball. You're telling me Wandale's not benefiting from that, dude? Like,
where's the safeties? Where I'm asking. Where's the safety on this play?
From this?
Who is he matched up against, and where's the safety?
It was Mitchell. Adonai. No, that's Adoree Jackson. What's the guy's name? What's Mitchell's name?
I can't think of it. I don't know off the top of my head.
Hartman. What's Mitchell's first name?
Yeah, we need a real Bonoer in here. Can we get Steve in here to help us with names?
That wasn't OPI, bro. That was just a fucking.
I mean, that was fine.
I'm telling you, man. You get a guy who's running 100% of routes. He is the deep threat on the team who can actually catch the ball. It's going to work out. Quentin Mitchell. That's what it is. Not Adonai Mitchell. It's Quentin Mitchell.
Give me Tez Johnson over that. Give me Tez Johnson over that. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday.
Okay. Let's go to BBMdb. Let's type in Slayton. Let's type in Tez Johnson and see how many people drafted Tez Johnson.
That's why he's better. He's lower owned.
Well, of course, but who the hell drafted this guy? Who drafted Tez
I
Johnson?
drafted him in the big board, but I didn't draft him in Best Ball Mania, I will say.
Oh, yeah. No, well, people have him in the big board, but yeah. Does anyone have Tez Johnson in Best Ball Mania?
Tillman, get out of here. First game back from IR. He's on the Browns. Yeah, what's up, Bing King? How we doing, brother?
I wish if we had Shadur, something could happen.
Dowdle capital right now is crazy. You're saying
he's a good sell high. If you have Dowdle in a dynasty league or something and you can get a first, I would sell Dowdle.
I don't know if you can get a first, but if you could, I get obviously. But I think he's also like a nice hold.
Yeah. Tez definitely has more juice, but that's an unfair comp. I'm talking about a guy that was actually like a draft pick. Chris was never in the 18th round like, should I take Slayton, Malik Washington, or Tez Johnson?
No,
he doesn't have any Tez Johnson. Slayton was right in his face the whole time. He didn't.
I don't think I drafted. The only reason I drafted Slayton, it'd be like a Steve.
Put in Pollock. Put in my name and then put in Slayton.
No, I know you have way too much.
Well, I just want to see how many teams I'm advancing with it.
Well, look, I'm gonna see how many I have first.
31. Okay.
Well, that's everything. Yeah, that's everything.
Oh, and that number is going to be 12 by the time.
Zero advancing in Best Ball Mania wrecked those teams.
Well, check that team. I bet you're excited to have Slayton on it. Click on that.
No, I'm not. And I bet you all 9 of those are with a guest, and 5 of them is Steve.
On the emoji on the right of the score.
Right here?
Yeah.
Well, is this the best one, or is this all of them? Oh, this is the best one
that you have with Slayton. This team is sick, dude.
I was in on Ray McLeod, which doesn't look great, but isn't he on the Giants now too?
Yeah, look at that. You took Slayton ahead of Ray. I bet you drafted this team with me.
It's possible.
Actually, I would never take Pacheco unless you made me. Or ETN.
I might have made you. I thought I was in on him for a minute.
Or ETN. I was in on Leggett for a second though, so I can't argue with that.
Dude, I have a ton of Alec Pierce.
Put in my name. I got to see if I have any Slayton teams that
if you were in on Slayton, I was in on Alec Pierce.
They were not at the same price.
So much, and it's starting to pay off more and more. But Alec Pierce, what, a little bit more expensive? Not much.
Not much. You get them both on the same team though.
That's true.
It was hard to end a draft needing 2 receivers that you hit the nuts on. You know what I mean? 90, 11. Got 4 BBMs with him. Come on, baby. Let's check out that team. Oh, Tucker Kraft. What are we doing?
Got Rico,
Harvey, Dobbins on IR, Mason, Dowdle, Roshan, Mitchell, Dak, Love.
The hill hurts.
Tyreek.
The hill hurts it.
Oh my God. Could you
the
imagine?
Pearsall hurts it. But maybe he comes back.
Smith and Pickens, dude. This
Kraft.
team would be so good if Tyreek was healthy. It'd
This
be
team,
so dirty.
honestly, not bad.
No, it still has a chance.
Even with the injuries, with a 0 for Roshan, a 0 for Tyreek, a 0 for Tucker Kraft.
0 for no, yeah, you're right. That's it. Yeah, and then Pearsall might come back. Yeah, you're right. Okay. It's got a chance. I mean, it's advancing, so that's cool.
Big board. I always love seeing big board teams because you have Vele on this team. That's funny.
Oh, this team was top 10 in the big board 2 weeks ago.
That's what I can see. You got the Jones.
Wait, no, sorry. No, it's not this one. If you put my name in though,
38.
just put in just delete Slayton out of it and then just hit portfolio.
Yeah.
It should have my big board 1307. That team right there was top 10 a couple weeks ago.
Wow. Oh, it's so weird.
Restrepo, and
it's just a JT team. It's a JT Javonte Williams team. That's sick.
Yes, and Rashad White.
And with Bijan, and then you have JSN, Devontae. Like, so you just you hit the nuts on the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, and then look at the bottom 3 receivers mean nothing. Restrepo, Vele, Akine. Just nothing.
Yeah, Restrepo's funny.
And then Warren, of course, is amazing. And then
imagine if Restrepo was DK and if Vele was anything else.
Yeah, but also, Vele might do something with Shaheed gone. So
I know exactly. They're talking him up. They're acting like they want to use him, but they haven't shown they've actually wanted to use him.
Yeah.
JSN. Yeah, what's up, Binking? Good to see you. Happy Friday, my man. Hartman, I'm sure he's saying something crazy. Darius Slayton is a 7th-year vet versus Henro is a rookie. They're not the same. No idea what the comparison is, but apparently I said something about that. But you're probably right. Hartman's probably honestly right, whatever he's trying to make a point on. Best ball guy might be on to something here. About what? Slayton? Has Slayton been fighting any injuries this year at all? He's always hurt.
The whole year?
He's always hurt.
No, he's not. You just pulled up Slayton's game log. He played 17, 16 games before this season.
But, well, it might be true. I feel like he's always, not like he's missing games hurt. He's always just kind of nagging injury.
He's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, you're gonna learn today, dude. You're gonna learn today that Slayton plays 100% of the snaps on the Giants,
bro,
and they hate him. I don't know.
I remember being a Slayton fan. The year was 2019. He was a rookie. After that, 2020, we all bought into the hype. He was disappointed. He's disappointed every single season since. But I see
he only points if you buy him
well for you a couple years ago.
If he's free
in week 17,
then he's the best pick ever. If he's free, he's the best pick ever.
No way.
Oh well, here's the thing: is when you're in on Slayton, guess who you're mostly in on? Jackson Dart, baby.
I like that.
I got a ton of Jackson.
How do you get Jackson
Slayton.
Dart with Slayton if they're both 18th round picks?
I take Slayton. I take Dart first.
Okay. I like that.
Take Dart first. Yeah.
I like that.
I used to take Dart and see what was left between Wandale and Slayton. So luckily that worked out. I had a lot of neighbors in Scatabo on those teams, but really, God, the Giants stuff is so weird because they're playing the Raiders week 17. So if I had a Bowers team or a Myers team, which are also doing shit, I took Giants late in the draft. That didn't work out. So
Quinyon Mitchell. That's right.
Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah. He's trash this year.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, look, see, even Binking thinks Tez has more juice, and he was just hyping up Slayton.
He's 20. Stop. Yes, you guys, come on. We don't need to state obvious facts here. Slayton's been the year. I already went over this. Look, Tez is undrafted. Slayton's like a 29-year-old wide receiver. Has been the year in the league for 9 years. Like, come on.
We might be onto something. This could just be the week for Slayton. Maybe he's overdue.
He's so overdue, bro. He's got 2 40-yard touchdowns called back on penalty.
And then, Bo Nix carrying a little bit of the scoring there on this team, right? Because Bo Nix and then Penix and Shador. It's like, Bo Nix carrying.
Well, you're telling me Shador's not going to start soon?
Dude, this team is in 90th.
It was legit. It was top 10 2 weeks ago. So yeah,
That's sick.
yeah,
Very nice.
I know.
Very
It felt good. It felt good.
Do you know?
yeah,
Have you seen American Psycho with Christian Bale? You know the whole American Psycho movie.
I haven't actually.
Patrick
No.
Bateman. Okay,
No,
maybe you've
but
seen the
I
meme.
understand the
meme where they're in the
pictures.
boardroom and they're passing around the business cards, and he's like, "What do you
Yep.
think about this card?" And he's like,
Yeah. What do
"Oh,
you think
very
about this?
nice."
Yeah. Yes.
That's how it makes me feel anytime I review exposures on best ball exposure somebody. It's like, oh yeah, go,
Yeah.
query my Slayton exposures. Oh, look at this
Right.
team. It's top 10.
Yeah. Can
Like,
you sort by my Judkins right now and show
me
that
my
I'm advancing
Judkins teams.
40%?
Oh, very nice.
Show my
Very nice.
JT Judkins combo, please.
Actually, let's. Yeah, but
See, yeah, try it. See if I have any JT Judkins combos.
Okay. Jonathan Taylor.
I took a lot of Taylor this year. He was the one guy actually running back that I really liked in the second round.
Quad. I can't spell Judkins. I put quad.
I got 6.
6 of them. That's probably more than half.
One BBM team. It's advancing. That's cool. Check that team out.
Oh, this team is sick.
Hey, let's go. That team's got no dead players.
3 really good running backs.
Kraft.
All you need.
Fucking Kraft. But Ferguson Arroyo is fine.
No, this team is fire. I like this team.
Yeah.
This team's
That's what I'm saying.
advancing.
I have really fun BBMs that have like Jefferson and like some players that are kind of low owned that are pretty fun.
Do I even have one JT Quinchon?
Let's see it. 7. Hey! Nice, dude. You got 4 of them to BBM. Dude, that's awesome. 2 of them advancing.
You know, it's and look, they're literally all of them are advancing because the BBM's a bit tougher, but like
no, but that's awesome, dude. That's a sick pairing to have, and hopefully you got a late Judkins. Yeah, look, that's a late Jud. You took him after Jaden Blue.
We already looked at this one. This is my good team.
Oh yeah. You're right.
But you know what's funny is when Bindles and I did our last ballsy show of the best ball season, right before the season kicked off, we reviewed every team we drafted with a guest, and then we like rated them. And at that time, Quinshon Judkins was like still uncertain, and it was like bad. Right. And we had so many Quinshon Judkins teams drafted on stream, and we were like, "Oh, these teams are all dead." Can you pull up
the one that we drafted? Let me see where I went wrong.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. Let's see. It's harder to find it.
You didn't label them, or
no? I labeled every single team, but it's just harder to find it. The only ones I didn't label were like the last day or two before the season started. Where
mine was super early. We did it in like May.
So then we did it in May, right? Because it was really early on Ballsy.
Just say BBG.
We reviewed it. I thought. Honestly, I can't remember exactly at the moment.
Okay, I just want to see how good or bad it is. I don't mind.
As soon as we see it, we'll know.
PPR Tyler. God, what a fraud.
Yeah, what a fraud that guy.
I'm gonna be way down here. Keep going. I'm at the bottom.
Well, now because they're sorted by advance, so that's how you know it's getting worse.
I know. I think we have the worst.
Well, I was searching by date. Look, there's Billy Jones. We're catching up, Billy Jones.
Let's see.
Did you see it yet? Because I was going by date and I didn't realize I scrolled too fast. The Nez team's in 8th.
Trust me, I'll notice.
I'm gonna remember as soon as I see it, but I think I did notice like not a week or 2 ago, but like 3 or 4 weeks ago that it was not doing great.
Oh, I believe it.
This is my.
That's what I was telling Hartman and Hoohams too. I was like, dude, I draft to win, so like if the team sucks, I'm not surprised. It's a lot of my teams are really good or really bad.
It's better to flame out than to
play it safe.
To get 4th. Well, we drafted more because we had the Ballsy. This is not the Ballsy one. This is one from August that you and I just did together on a late night stream, and it's an 8th. It's got Anthony Richardson.
Harvey with Dobbins going down might do something. Dobbins about to go on IR. Do you see that?
Wait, Dobbins on IR?
He's on Neighbors. Fuck.
Damn, it's a Neighbors team.
Dude, this team would have been amazing. Alec Pierce if we had Neighbors. Dobbins got a hip tackle at the end of the game.
I did see it.
He's got a foot ankle problem.
I wish I could like search this for terms because I would just search for BBG and it would pull up all the teams.
That's okay. I mean, you don't have to scroll all through them if you don't want to, but
it's only 150. We'll get to it. It's It's getting worse though. We're getting low. Here's a Hartman team.
It's okay.
We'll find
This is
it. The
you're
Ron
telling
team is
I
intense.
have a lot of players, a lot of teams that are drafted with people that are at the BBG. There it is in 9th. Let's check it out. It's fine. Let's check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty far off, but
we're off.
Goff, Stafford, Cam Ward,
quarterbacks.
Stafford's
oh
nice.
My God, it's got fucking
Brees, Henderson, Tootin, Garendo, Jarquez, Devin Neal. Yeah, we're just it's too thin. It's too thin at running back.
But Neal might work out. Puka, AJ Brown, JMO, Ridley. Fuck me. That was you. You made me take Ridley.
I was not. Dude, look at my Ridley exposure.
You made me take Ridley when you came on my channel.
Well, I don't know. I got off of him. That was in
May. Yeah, you were in on him in May.
I got off him pretty quick.
Okay.
I guess I have too much though. I mean, look at that 13 teams. That's too much.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I probably have the same amount. It's okay. I'm not.
Oh no, wait. What is so? That's my advance. That's not my exposure. What is 13?
No, you have 13 total BBM teams with Calvin Ridley.
Well, 13 out of 150. That's like 8%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No, that's just average. And who knows? He might finish strong. You never know. You're advancing 3 of them, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I was more in on Calvin Ridley in the big board for sure.
Yeah. All right, Chris. I got to bounce out of here.
Yes, sir. It's about that time.
Yep.
BBG.
I don't know if you're closing the stream down. Okay.
No,
I'll stay here for the
we got in our dog bowl qualifiers for the week. We caught up on some of our status of our favorite teams for Best Ball Mania and Best Ball, and we got to catch up a little bit. Always fun to have you on, brother. Always great to talk to you, and I'm really looking forward to that Texans game against the Cardinals when you come to town. So,
absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It was a perfect way to have fun on my Friday and draft some teams, man. I really appreciate it. That was great.
Yeah. Always a pleasure. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you in another one real soon. Peace out, my guy.
Peace out, everyone.
All right. See you, everyone. Later.